after ending day one on 239 for 5, with Greaves on 64 and Roston Chase on 36. West Indies have added a further 30 runs in the first 30 minutes of the second day's play. The game got underway 30 minutes early due to bad light ending play early yesterday. Hello, everyone. This is the Cricket Forum. It's the Caribbean number one cricket channel. I thank you so much for being here. I ask you, encourage you to become a member of our club on Patreon and join the live discussion as we do this watch along. The link is in the video description. It is also in the live chat, right there at the top of the live chat, pinned in the live chat. You can click on it and it will take you right to our members club. Become a member, pay the subscription, and you'll be able to join us in the live chat and you will be supporting the streaming of cricket, live cricket. When we stream a live cricket match, it is because of the support of members of this club. So thank everyone as Usman comes in, bowls to Greaves, Greaves drives, peel off the outside edge, caught at backward point. I brought the bad luck. Oh my God. Just as I came, Greaves gone. You can clip that. First delivery outside the arch stump, second new ball, Greaves on the front foot, driving, peeled off the outside edge, and it went straight to the man at backward point. West Indies lost their sixth wicket. West Indies lost their sixth wicket. 269 for 6, Greaves gone for 73. And definitely it could be as a result of the injury that we received yesterday, because although they got the night to work on it, you can see that he is not quite moving as freely as he would like. So, really about the bad luck on Greaves this morning. I apologize, Greaves, for bringing you the bad luck. It was not my intention. I was really looking forward to see you making 100. So my apology, but I brought the bad luck this morning to the West Indies, and I know a lot of persons now will be attacking me as they usually do and say that I caused the dismissal of Greaves. Have been told that the things that um, Alzari said and the head coach said, I've been told that I am the reason why they were said. I don't know how I don't know how is it that I caused those to be said, but bad luck for Greaves as Usman round the wicket, the left arm orthodox spinner bowls to Greaves and he just drove at it, peel off the outside edge, and probably the Pakistanis are saying that finally one went to hand because there have been so many edges that have been flying in the gaps and so on. So they are probably saying finally one went to hand. So Greaves gone. Kemar Roach is the new batsman, 269 for 6. So Roach is going to face up to Usman there. Two slips and a forward shot leg, it grips and turn. This is Warwican Day. I feel that today is Warwican Day. Honestly, feels that today is Warwican. It's the new ball. So the spinner is bowling the new ball, and the new ball is going a long way. So just imagine he's bowling from the Willie Rodriguez end. I want somebody to tell me who is really Willie Rodriguez because I do not know the name. So Roach blocked this next delivery, down back the pitch to the bowler who field, and there was no run. I do not know the name. The name doesn't ring a bell. I will find out. I will find out. It's okay. Thank you. I know. I just check one of my sources. Two slip and a forward shot leg. Roach blocks it out into the covers. No run. 269 for 6. Ali Husman is in his 29th over, 2 for 67 thus far. This over, 4 dot ball, including the wicket. 2 slips and the forward shot leg goes down. He's round the wicket, balls to Roach, and he allows the big turning delivery to just pitched and turn away from the right hander as the left arm orthodox spinner bowling round the wicket, getting that one to pitch just about maybe fourth stump and then turning sharply away. There is turn and there is sharp turn. 269 for 6. West Indies had a 30 runs this morning for the loss of a wicket. And that similar delivery this time. This one pitched probably closer to the stump, but again going away from the batsman. End of the over. It's 269 for 6. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your company and I look forward to this live watch along. And as I said, I'm encouraging you to become a member of our club on Patreon because when you support our club on Patreon, you're actually supporting live, the streaming of live cricket. You know, with the under 15 cricket competition, the Jamaica All Ireland 15 cricket competition currently going on, it is those support that helps the Cricket Forum to be able to stream those matches live. So please join our club on Patreon. And probably I should even put my an NCB account number there because it's really important that you contribute so we can stream these matches live. And I'm sure that you'll be happy to see what our under 15 boys in Jamaica are doing. It's yes, so 269 for six. So Mohammed Ali is going to bowl his 20th over, 19 overs, 5 maiden. He has so far taken 2 for 58. 19 overs, 5 maiden, 2 for 58. Let's watch the field for the right-handed chase. There are two slips, a gully. There's a man on the backward point boundary, cover mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a man on the long leg boundary. So that's the field. Halley comes in, bowls to Chase. Chase drives through the covers magnificently down to the boundary for four. First ball pitched up into the drive, and he creamed it between cover and mid off down to the boundary for four. So four more runs to the West Indies captain, Roston Chase, as Halley just pitching up off volley outside the off stump and threw the ball far away from the back from the pad, but nonetheless it went into the gap, and that was important. It was in the air, but it was in the gap, and it's down to the boundary for four. So on second thought, the shot wasn't as fluent as I thought because it really hit high up on the bat, went into the air, and it goes down to the boundary for four. 57 for Rastan Chase, 97 delivers, 273 for slip. Six. The two slips goes down and he covers up and played it to the man at cover. And there is no run. So West Indies captain is on yet another half century is half this year, following up his 190 earlier against Sri Lanka. Muhammad Ali, the biggest controversy that I ever witnessed. How can a man get 8 wickets and you drop him for the next match? So they have pushed back the deep backward square leg. Muhammad Ali bowls to Chase. He allows it outside the half stump to go through to the batsman, and there's no runs. There are no run. So there are two slips, a gully, a man on the backward point boundary. There's a cover. There's a mid off. There's a mid on. Deep backward square leg on the boundary and a long leg on the boundary. So three fielders are out on the boundary. The backward point, the deep backward square leg, and the long leg. The short ball is coming very soon. Chase, the West Indies Chase, the West Indies captain, is on 57. Mohammed Ali. Ali is over the wicket. Bowls to Chase, short, pulled away, down in the gap between the deep backward square leg and the long leg for four. So it was short, it didn't rise, and Chase was quick to pounce and he pulled it away. He moves up to 61, second four in this over. And really and truly, Abbas will be looking at that. And, it was such a poor decision, honestly. It was such a poor decision by Pakistan to drop Abbas. Oh, can you explain it? There's no reason. The man that get 8 wickets in the previous match must play the next match. Must play the next match. 277 for six. Ali comes in, bowls to Chase. Chase tapped it to mid on, no run. The score remains at 277 for six. Apart from the fact that he was dropped after getting 8 wickets in the match, how do you now motivate him? Because he now realize that his performance doesn't matter. His performance won't keep him in the team. 'Cause that's what basically it is saying. It doesn't matter how good you perform, it won't keep you in the team. It's just that your selection goes off the feelings of the selector and the captain, not what you do. So how do you motivate such a person to perform? I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm looking at it and said, I get 8 wickets, right? I should be able to know to sleep comfortable and rest comfortable that I will be playing at least the next 5 matches. And when you drop me, when you call me to play again, how am I going to be motivated? Yes, I want to play because I love cricket. I'm going to play, but am I going to bend my back? Am I going to bowl those 7, 8 over spell? No, I'm going to bowl 5 overs and throw the ball, give you and say, hold that. Do what you want to do with it. Because, you know, because my performance doesn't determine I playing. Because that's simple what they are saying to Mohamed Abbas. You know? That's simple what Babar Azam is saying to Mohamed Abbas. Your performance doesn't determine your spot in the team. Usman Ali, round the wicket, bowls to Roach. Roach blocks it to forward, short leg, no run. 277 for 6 as we start over number 85. So Roach have faced 6 deliveries. Roston chases on 61 from 100 deliveries. Good knock this from the captain, and a very, very good knock. Round the wicket, bowl to Roach. Roach blocks it again to forward, short leg. Again, there was no run. So there's a poll going on, and I hope persons are tuned into the poll. You know, it will be very interesting to see what you think. Will West Indies get up to 300 as that one outside the arse stump? It grips and turn across the right hander through to the keeper. Again, there is no run. So Usman Ali taking the new ball and creating some havoc. And the very first delivery of the new ball got the wicket of Justin Greaves as he drove at a wide one. Peel off the outside edge to backward point. He was gone. Bowls to Roach. Roach blocked it to forward short leg. Blocks it to forward short leg. And again, there was no run. 277 for 6. Usman Ali in his 30th overs, 30th over, 2 deliveries to come, 2 for 67. He's round the wicket, bowls to Kumar Roach, he blocks it again. This time the keeper comes from behind the stump and field, and there was no run as Roach blocked it. He was trying to get it with his bat for the keeper. I don't know why batsmen keep on doing those things. If the fielding team appeal, you're out. So we're gonna see now. Comes in both. And Roach plays this to the man at backward point. Again, there is no run. So second consecutive made over by Usman. At the end of that over, West Indies resuming on 239 for 5. They have lost the wicket of Justin Greaves and they are now 277 for 6. So Justin Greaves has been dismissed and West Indies 277 for 6. 73. He made 73 and he hit 94. 73. Yes. Thank you. No problem. So I appreciate everyone who is here. You know, thank you for joining this live watch along, especially to my hearing impaired friends and those of you who are watching along with me, and probably some of you who are at work and some of you are traveling, you know, so you don't have the time to watch it. There's a running repairs going on here, you know, Rastan Chase holding up the game. You know, he's just making a fool of himself and holding up the game. Rastan Chase. Let me run through the West Indies batting card for you while Rastan Chase make a fool. So Tej Narayan Chandapal made 15. Brandon King made 46. Kavi Maj made 10. Amir Jangu made 26. Sheho made 29. Justin Greaves made 73. Rastan Chase is on 61 not out. West Indies 277 for 6 after 85 overs. The second new ball have been taken. Pakistan striking the very first delivery of that second new ball. So Chase has still making a fool of himself and holding up the game. Probably the match referee needs to fine him. He just looks so. Just don't say that, Carlton. Muhammad Ali. He's over the wicket to Roston Chase, who wide one outside the half stump goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. That one pitched up. So thank everyone. Appreciate the company, and I thank you for tuning in. I always appreciate it much. So interesting to see what the poll is saying. As I asked, what score will West Indies make? Will they make? Will they be able to cross over the 300 mark? Let us say 75% of you think that they'll make between 300 and 349. I agree. I agree. That would be my position too. I so please remember to just hit that thumbs up button. If you're not seeing the thumbs up button, just click off the X and you will come to the thumbs up button and you'll see the thumbs up button. And when you see it, just click on it as the next delivery is defended by Roston Chase from Mohammed Ali. So just click off. So just click off that thumbs up button, right? And you will see it. Just click off the X and you will see the thumbs up button. So here's Chase. He's on 61. He's facing up to Mohammed Ali, the right-arm fast bowler. There are two slips and a gully. He's over the wicket, bowls to Chase. Chase cuts, misses, goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. That kept a little low. So I give you the field again. I know that persons are joining us all the time. This is a live watch along. It's not a live stream of the match. We will be streaming some under 15 cricket, All Ireland cricket competition. We have 6 matches to stream. And so we are asking that you support us by clicking on the link in the video description, our members club link, or there are other ways that you can support us. Our account number is also in the video description. So there's a number of ways in the video description where you can support us. Just check it out and support us as we look to stream the under 15 cricket competition. 6 matches coming up, exciting cricket, youngsters to see what we have in Jamaica. Please support our effort. All those links are in the description, the video description, how you can support our effort to stream those matches. There have been some matches played already, and we were unable to stream them due to the we were not able to satisfy the overhead costs, and so we are asking for your support so that we can cover the overhead cost to stream these matches. So it's Halley who's coming in from the Brian Lara Pavilion end, and he's bowling to Roston Chase. 2 slips goes down outside the half stump. It bounced on the way to the keeper, bounced off the keeper. First slip blocked it with his foot. Second slip picked it up and threw it back to the field at cover, who relayed to mid-off, and mid-off then toss it back to the bowler, who walks back to the top of his mark. 5 made a deliveries in this over thus far. 2 for 66 from 20.5 overs. That's the Pakistani captain with the ball. Finally tossed it back to the bowler. 277 for 6. Halley. So this would be 2 consecutive made overs if this ball is a dot ball. Here is Halley. He's over the wicket, bowls to Chase, and Chase leaves it alone outside the half stump, through to the keeper. 277 for 6 after 86, and as I said, 2 consecutive maiden overs. Yeah, so I think that we will make somewhere between 300 and 349. The score there on the screen is the score that we resume on this morning. So maybe that should be replaced by the West Indies playing 11 for this match, because that score is now, we are now ahead of that score. That score is no longer relevant. 277. Therefore, we have added 38. We have added 38 runs since morning for the loss of 1 wicket. So we expect now to Halley Usman to continue. He has picked up the wicket this morning to a fallen. A pot of soup bubbling. Oh, they have crowded Roach. Here's Halley bowls to Roach and he blocks it to the man at backward square leg, and there's no run. So let me give you the field here now. There are two slips. So you have the keeper. Well, there are two slips. There's a backward point in the orthodox position. Then there's a silly mid off. Then there's a forward short leg and a backward square leg. So all those feelers are around the bat, and plus there's a cover which Roach on the rock back and the back foot just now and just played it to the man at cover. A defensive shot to the man at cover. So those feelers are all the backward square leg, the backward point, and the cover are very close to the bat as he's onto the front foot and play this one to the man at silly mid off. So four fielders around the bat plus those three, the backward point, the cover, the backward square leg, they are very close to the bat, and it appears that there's also a mid-off. There's a mid-off too. Just saw the mid-off as the bowler passed him. Edge dropped that silly mid-off onto the front foot. When I watched the replay, I got the impression that it came off the bat onto pad and then goes to the man at silly mid-off. It hit him in his chest. Was unable to react quick enough. We will see the replays. So two slips and the silly mid off the forward short leg and he blocks it again to the man at silly mid off. Here's the replay. It's off the pad. I don't think any bat was involved. Initially, I thought it was edge onto the pad, but I don't think any bat was involved. So Usman is one delivery away from his third consecutive maiden. And it would also be three consecutive maidens that Pakistan bowl. Remember the theory: 6 maiden, and you more than likely got a wicket after that. And he blocks it, they have the pad, it comes back to the bowler, and there was no run. So 277 for 6, and it is drinks. Remind you that they would have started early. And as a result of starting early, they started half an hour early due to losing time yesterday, and they are trying to make up the time, so they started half an hour earlier. So there'll be 2 drinks break in this session, for 50 minutes apart. They'll take the 2 drinks break. 2 hours, 120 minutes plus the half hour is 150 minutes. So they take the 2 drinks break 50 minutes apart. So each period is divided up into 50 minutes. So the poll, 79% of you, they're thinking that, and that's a fair enough. So please, and I'm also asking you to just hit that thumbs up button and click off the live chat. And click off the X, you will see the thumbs up button at the live chat. And then you will see the thumbs up button. So if you're not seeing the thumbs up button, just 4 persons would have hit that thumbs up button. But we can do better than that. If you are here listening, why wouldn't you click the thumbs up button? I mean, that's just selfish. Over 40 of you are listening, and you are thinking it hard to click the thumbs up button. You're very selfish. You're very selfish. Very selfish. Very selfish. So West Indies 277. Yeah, I do it for the persons who support the channel. That's I do it for the persons who support the channel. Huh? No, man. Yeah, persons who support the channel, and so these things happen. No, man. It's going to always happen. You're always going to have people. You're always going to have it like that. But everybody has to just look in themselves and no, everybody has to look in themselves and know their standard. People support the channel financially, back the channel, keep the channel, and here. There are persons who not supporting the channel, none of that. And they are the same one who don't click the thumbs up button. The persons who support the channel financially, they are the same one who click the thumbs up button. But so you wonder why people would stay that way. I don't know. I mean, it's the easiest thing to click the button. It doesn't cost a cent. It takes less than a second. You just click the button and move on. You just click the X at the live chat and click it off, you know. Click off the X at the live chat. You see the thumbs up button. You click on it. Doesn't take a second. Some people think that that's too much. Too much. So what happened there? Because I just went back to the cricket. They just come back and I was seeing them show. Oh, that was the last ball that Kemar Roach faced. That he came forward and it hit him on the pad and it goes back down the pitch. Now they are putting their hands on their head because no one really appealed. No one never appealed, you know. Yeah, so there it was. Pitch inline. It inline was hitting the wicket. I don't think anyone appealed. Mohammed bowled to chase, through to the keeper as he leaves alone outside the half stump, and there was no run. I don't remember anyone appeal, so you can't blame the umpire because the umpire cannot give you out if no one appeal. But just looking at that, when looking back at that now, that looked very close. See there, no one appeal. No one appeal. Look at it. Slow motion. No one appeal. No one appeal. You know, what the umpire cannot give out, give the batsman out if no one appeal. Balls to chase off the back foot, cannot beat the man at cover, and there was no run. I I told people all the while, you know, and some persons don't understand it because they don't understand the rules of cricket. They don't understand the law of cricket, and they don't. A lot of persons who you see love cricket, they really don't know the finer details of cricket. They don't spend time to study it, and they just see their way. Especially there's a lot of umpires around you. You know, who you wonder how they become umpires. You know, and you see it so often as that one is played away into the mid wicket region and Chase took the single. Persons probably would be wondering why did he take the single? Come on, Ali Husman. A lot of that is going to happen. You didn't appeal, so who do you blame? Blame yourself. So you can shake your head until it's dropped off. You did not appeal. Really looking forward to see Shamar Joseph come to bat. You know, really looking forward to see him come to bat. As Roach, who I don't think Chase should have taken the single. Two slips. Ali bowls to Roach, beaten outside the half stump. You could say that he pulled his bat inside the line, give him the benefit of the doubt. It goes through to the keeper, 278 for 6. Even if you get bowled, you don't have to walk, you know. Is you walk because it is so obvious, or you get caught and you walk because it is so obvious. But if you decide not to walk, the fielding team have to appeal and let the umpire give you out. It's as simple as that, you know. Every decision, the fielding team has to appeal, and the umpire make the decision. As Roach flashes his blade at that one outside the half stump, it went through to the keeper, and there was no run. So you're playing cricket, the bowler run in, bam, lick out your mega stump, you walk off. because you're out bowl. But if you decide to stand up and don't walk, the fielding team have to appeal and make the umpire give you out. Yeah, that's simple as that. So Chase there just drawn into the drive outside the half stump, and not Chase, Roach, and the ball goes away to the keeper. Final delivery of over number 88. It's Halley. Two slips goes down. He's over the wicket, bowls to Roach down the leg side, run away for 4 by. The keeper failed to collect 282 now for 6. West Indies. Welcome runs there in discipline from the bowler, just spraying that one down the leg side. The signal by. Probably the keeper should have done better. He probably still thinking about that leg before decision that they didn't appeal for and lost his concentration. But it's really a routine take. It dropped in front of him, but he should have taken it. It's a routine take that for a keeper, man. It dropped just in front of him, going down the leg side. At the international level, you need to take that. 4 by welcome by the West Indies. 282 for 6 West Indies. Justin Greaves is the only batsman to have been dismissed this morning. Caught at backward point of the bowling of Ali Usman for 73. Still walking with a limp. Probably not is not going to be able to bowl for the West Indies. We look forward to see what will happen there. But he's still walking with a limp. So he's going to continue, definitely. The batsmen to come, Warwick Joseph and Seals. Looking forward to see Shamar Joseph bat. It will be explosive. Usman Ali comes in, bowls to Chase, who work it down to long on, and again they take the singer, which I would have advised against. He went right across his crease there just now. Yeah, it pitched in front of him. It was not a routine take, but it's one that you expect a keeper at the international level to stop. 283 for 6. Roach is going to face up to Usman Ali, and they have crowded him again. The two slips, the silly mid off on the forward short leg, and he blocks this one to the man at silly mid off. There's also a backward pointer cover, a mid off, and a backward square leg. All of those persons are close to the bat. They are under one, and then you have 4 fielders humming in around the bat. Usman bowls to Roach, look to sweep. The appeal for this one, not out. It's going to bounce over the top of the stump. And I think it is I, and I think they are saying that it is I, but everybody appeal this time, as Roach is tired of seeing those persons in his eye line. The silly mid off is always something that a lot of batsmen don't like. Usman Ali bowls to Roach, he blocks it, it bunks off the fielder at silly mid off, bunks across the pitch, the fielder forward short leg picks up and throw it back to the bowler, and there's no run. That one was missing off stump. In my summation, it was I, and it was missing off stump. We'll see what ball tracking does. Ali comes in, bowls to Roach, who slapped this past mid on for 4. Pitched up, and he just slapped it past mid on. Agricultural looking, in a portion of the bat. Nonetheless, it's enough force to get it down to long on for 4. So pitched up, and he just swings at it. Bottom portion of the bat, bunks into the pitch, and just beat the mid on down to the boundary for 4. So here is Usman. Comes in, bowls to Roach, and Roach blocks it to the man at silly mid off, and there was no run. End of that over from Usman. Roach is on 4 from 25. The West Indies captain, Roston Chase, is on 63 from 110. He will take strike. Well, I really thank everyone for tuning in. I see you. I see you. Good for you to be here. Thank you very much. Happy to have you here. And I just encourage you now to do the next thing and hit that thumbs up button. And please remember, you can check out the information in the video description. The video description is right under the video. That's what we call the video description. It's right there where you will see more. You just click on more, and you will see the information. So right under the video, you see more. Click on more. That's what we call the video description, right below it. Um, and you will see the information on how you can support the Cricket Forum channel. So click on more just below the video. You see more, click on it, and there's the information there, or you can support the channel. Good morning, Athena. Good to see you here, man. Big up yourself. You're always here as usual. We appreciate your company. So it's an all-out spin attack, 287 for 6, says Shajid Khan. 1 for 60 from his 24.2 overs. This is the third delivery of the over. The first two were blocked by Chase. Chase worked this away down to the mid-wicket. Will he take the singer? Yes. They go through for the singer. You really can't shield number 8 for chewing over. So although I am here saying that boy shouldn't be taking the singer, you really can't be shielding number 8. No, I don't agree with that. You shouldn't be shielding the number 8. So he moves up to 64. Roach comes in to strike. We'll see the field. There's at least one slip and a forward short leg and a leg slip, as that one came back into him, taking on the pad and bounced to first slip. So there's a first slip, there's a leg slip, and there's a forward short leg for the off spinner. I assume there's also a backward square leg and a balls to Chase to Roach again, take him on the body. This pitch is gripping and gripping, and it turning sharply. It's not slow turn. There are times when you would have slow turn, but this is not slow turn. This is gripping, and it is turning sharply. Warrican, over to you, Mr. Warrican. I'm really looking forward to see Warrican bowl today. Absolutely looking forward to see Warrican bowl today. Should be a fascinating day as Khan bowls to Roach and is beaten outside the half stump as that one else it line. Interesting. I picked that. Well, let's hope so. When the next match, next over that he bowls, if he bowls that similar one that just shaped away, it wasn't quite the doosra, but it comes back in. It never turned as much as the rest. It held its line and went through. End of the over though. 90 have been bowled. 288 for 6. West Indies. So 288 for 6 after 90 overs. And I look forward to an interesting day's play. Probably I go 2 sessions during the lunch break. I may just see if I can get, there's a speech. There's some speech. Yeah, there's some speech that I can play during the lunch break. 1 or 2 speeches from graduations and so on. As the next delivery from Usman was hit in the air over that man at cover, down to the boundary for 4. It was in the air, but it was just out of the reach of the man at cover, and it went for 4 nonetheless. This one is played into the covers, and there was no run as Usman pitched up and he drives it over the man at extra cover down to the boundary for 4. So that was after the first delivery of the over. 292 for 6. Usman bowls to Chase, and Chase wristily play this down to long on, ensuring that he gets the ball in the gap and it goes down to long on for a single. So 1 more to the West Indies total, taking it up to 293 for 6. The West Indies captain moves up to 69 from 116 deliveries. Kemar Roach, who is on 4 from 28 deliveries, he comes into strike now. The 91st over of the West Indies innings. Usman comes in, bowls to Roach, and Roach blocked it to the man at silly mid-off. And they have done with the second slip. Interestingly, I don't rate Babar Azam as a captain. If you had asked me to rate Babar Azam out of 10 as a captain, I'd probably give him 5. Comes in, bowls, and that outside the half stump, and it goes through to the keeper. Yeah, 4.5, 5. I could not give him 6, and 6 is my pass mark. Yes, on this channel, 6 is the pass mark. So there's a slip, silly mid-off, cover mid-off, Forward short leg bowls to Roach, and that comes off the inside edge onto the pad and drops short of Silimidov. 4 runs from the over. Roach survived again. He's on 4 from 31. Chase is there with him, and they're just showing you how the West Indies batsmen, where the West Indies batsmen are meeting the ball from. So we could do 2 consecutive sessions, nice and relaxed, because I'm really looking forward to see Warwick and Bowl. Or we could do the final session. We could do the first this and then come back for the final session. I could do 2 consecutive sessions, and I'll get to go on the road and do some things that I need to get done. So we'll see what happens. As Sajid Khan bowls the chase and he blocks the half break down the inside of the pitch, the bowler field, and there was no run. So Chase is on 69. I'm still looking to see Blunder Factory. I haven't seen him from the other day. I hope he's okay. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard him said anything, you know. So I really hope that he's okay. Sajid Khan bowls to Chase, and Chase whips this down to mid wicket and will take a singer, and they will now come in and crowd the bat of Kamar Roach. He's on 4 from 31. He's on 294 for 6. The the producer love. I think the producer is a culinary expert because he enjoys showing it. Roach swept this away, past the man at backward square leg down to the boundary for 4, right through him. And Sajid Khan not happy at all. So poor feeling again from Pakistan. I was making a point yesterday that this Pakistani team, especially in the field, I think I could find a schoolboy team in Jamaica that can feel better than them. You may clip this. This Pakistani team masquerading as a test team. There are schoolboy teams in Jamaica that can feel better than them. This next delivery turn away down the leg side, it goes into the fine leg boundary for 4 more. So 2 consecutive boundary. We'll see the signal whether it's by. Yes, it's leg by. It came off the tight pad, the pad of Kemar Roach, and it goes into the boundary for 4. The West Indies 300 is up. So that is an imposing total there. The 300 is an imposing total, and I think Pakistan is going to struggle to get anywhere close to this. Warwick is going to be magical, trust me. Warwick will be unplayable on this pitch, man. Roach blocked this in the air. It goes down to backward square leg. Let's watch if it came off the bat. We're waiting on the replay as the ball bounces off the pad high over the man at forward short leg. Well, Sajid Khan is arguing with the umpire. Well, not really arguing with the umpire. He's asking the umpire some questions, but what he needs to do is to appeal, you know. But that ball came off the pad. It bunks over the man at forward short leg and goes down to the man at backward square leg. There's a leg slip and there's a forward short leg, and it just bunks in the air between those two, goes to the man at backward square leg, and there was no run. But I do not know if it had gotten some inside edge or it was just straightforward off the pad. That's what I don't know. So waiting on the replay to see what the replay says. So some running repairs going on. So here's the replay. Roach comes forward. The field that forward shot, like get an hand to it. It was missing leg stump. That there was no doubt about that. What I want to see if there was an edge on it onto the pad. That's what I wanted to see. So the fast bowler Ubaid Shaw is replacing Usman Ali. Yeah, so far ball 9 overs, and I've taken 1 for 56. And Chase is on 70. Roach is on 8. This is the thing about West Indies batsmen, when they make a look of runs and them gone 70, then they slow down the game and they find everything to do more than, and I think that breaks their concentration. And that's a sharp rising delivery. And Chase was able to just tap it down in front of him. Yeah, West Indies batsman, as soon as them probably reach 40, 50, they become celebrities, they want this from the pavilion, they want that from the pavilion, they towel down and all of those things. Instead of just ignoring those things and zoning on the cricket and make 100. Because I know that the more you sweat, is the more you concentrate, and that's a sharp delivery coming back into Chase, and he just blocked it out into the covers, and there's no run. So good start here from Ubaid. He never bowled so well yesterday. He got a wicket, the wicket of Amir Jangu, which was strangled down the leg side. Amir Jangu just gave his wicket away. I'm a bit worried about Jangu. I don't want Jangu to fall in the trap that Tej Chandapal fell into. Over the wicket, that one comes back in off the inside edge onto the tie pad, the inner tie, and again, there is no run. 302 for 6. And Chandapal, after a fairly decent start in Australia, went on to make a double 100 against Zimbabwe. And after that, he struggled. And a average which was once 100 and hard is now below 30. And Amir Jangu, I don't want that to happen to him. He needs another score now just to settle down things. So now it's pitched up and Chase work it to mid wicket and there's no run and he's flashing his thumb. I don't know if he jarred it on the bat or is the same finger that he was hit on. So they probably need to go short to him. So I think the Pakistani are discussing that they're going to go short to him. Goes to Chase. Chase blocks it into the offside. Again, there is no run. He's on 70. Chase, the West Indies captain. That bat never hit the ground. It's clearly that the finger is still hurting. He's on 70, and there's a difference in your opinion of things. There's a difference. Things change your opinion. So he's on 70 from 124 as Ubaid comes in over the wicket, bowls to him, and he plays this to mid-on, and there was no run. The score remains at 302 for 6 at the end of over number 93. So that's a made over there bowl by Ubaid. His 10th, his first of the match. So 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 59. West Indies 302 for 6. The batsman to out since morning. Justin Greaves for 73. He hit 9 fours. Caught at backward point. So Chase clearly has an injury. As I often said, international sportsmen, it's a common thing for them to play with injury, and they are able to play through the pain barrier, running and all of that. Usain Bolt have famously said that he have never run a race where he's 100% fit, right? Sajid Khan bowls to Roach, and Roach sweeps and it comes off the top edge. It goes in the air, ballooned over the man at leg slip. The fielder at backward square leg gave chase and they come back for 2. So 2 more to Kemar Roach. He's up now to 10 off 35 deliveries. So he was looking to sweep, came off the top edge, flew over the man at leg slip and backward square. They got to give chase. Roach blocked the next ball into the offside, and there was no run. So yes, he has famously said. So I will come back to that opinion at while the fast bowler is foot bowling. Why Sajid Khan is bowling, it's hard. Bowls to Roach and he looks to sweep again and it goes straight to the man at backward square like this time and they stay in their ground. So Roach has pulled out the broom and is looking to sweep and he swept that one powerful. Which one was the better shot? The previous shot, he looks to sweep. It came off the gloves, balloon over fine leg and went very close to the fine leg boundary and they got two. This next one, he swept it powerfully to backward square leg and he got none. Which one was the better shot? The one that he swept that came right out of the middle of the bat and went to backward square leg and he got none? Or the one that he swept came off the gloves just over the head of, just over the jumped off leg slip and they got two? Which one was the better shot? Sajid Khan bowls to Kemar Roach and it turns right across him, coming into him, pitched about half stump and then misses the leg stump. So that sharp turn and hit Rizwan on the inside portion of the knee and he's in some pain. As long as he's not injured, I don't mind seeing Rizwan in pain. As long as he's not injured, I don't want anyone to be injured, but it hit him right on that inside bone on the knee there. But he seems to be okay. So a little pain for Rizwan is always okay for me. 3 or 4 for 6. He seems to be ready. Roach is going to face up the final delivery of Sajid Khan, who comes round the wicket, bowls to Roach, and he beats him outside the half stump as that ball exit line and goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. 3 or 4 for 6 at the end of over number 94. Roach on 10, Roston Chase on 70. So I was making the point that international sportsmen, they are hardly ever 100% fit. Probably 1% of the time they are 100% fit. So they always have to perform with some nigger of some kind, right? Roston Chase here, if he had made 7, the opinion would have been. So every time West Indies batted this year, they have passed 300. Congratulations, that's very good. Every first innings they have batted this year, they have passed 300. And we must give Blunder Factory and his coaching staff, especially Floyd Reefer, big credit. As Ubaid Shaw comes in, bowls to Chase, bowled right through the West Indies captain as he came on the front foot, came back, nicked back between bat and the middle stump knocked out of the ground. A good delivery right in that era, came back between bat and pad and knocked out the stump off the ground. It came off the pad onto the stump, but it would have been dead plumb leg before had it not gone onto the stump. So it just saved the umpire, but as yes. So Chase has been bowled for 70 from 126 delivery. Ubaid Shaw picking up his second wicket, and I wonder if it's my bad luck again, if it is the cricket forum curse. I came on this morning, the very first delivery, Justin Greaves got out. Now, just as I was about to issue some praise on Greaves, and I was building up to the praise, not on Greaves, Roston Chase. Just as I was building up that praise for Roston Chase, he got out. Boy, it's the cricket forum curse for the West Indies batsmen. Nonetheless, we have passed 300 every innings, every first innings this year in our home series, and that is a step in the right direction. While the pitches in Antigua and Barbuda were good for batting, and you wouldn't read too much into the batting performance there because those pitch were good for batting. You appreciated that they make the runs, you give them credit for making the runs, you applaud them for making the runs, but you still reserve that opinion. But these two first innings in Trinidad, these two pitches are not the best for batting. You have to grind it out. And especially these two first innings in Trinidad, you have to give them credit. You have to give Reefer credit. You have to give Blunder Factory credit. You know, that is, for me, is an incremental movement forward. First delivery from Joseph, driven. Peel off the outer portion of the bat, goes down to the man on the backward point boundary, and there's a singer. It's just a regular same delivery that gets West Indies batsmen out, pitch on a length in the right area. Poor techniques. Ed way outside the line of the ball. Look back at him. Way outside the line of the ball. Now the regular man would look at that and say, well, he covers up and he get ball. Oh, come in. No, look at his head position. When you see back, look back at his head position. Look where the elbow was. Look where the wrist was. And then look how straight the left knee was. And then you will see why he gets ball. And it's just the truth. As Roach blocked this one to mid-wicket and there's no run. West Indies batsmen are averaging less than 20 to balls that pitch in that area. Yes. Ball that pitch on that length, on that line, West Indies batsmen are averaging less than 20. 305 for 7. So if you can consistently hit that area, West Indies won't make much over 200 most of the times. If you can hit that area. If every bowler can hit that here, well, they are not robots. So you'll say, why then do they make over 200? Because the bowlers are not robots. They cannot hit the same spot every time. You know? But if you have a bowling machine bowl to the West Indies batsmen, they cannot make over 200. That would be interesting, you know. Set a bowling machine to hit that area and see if the West Indies batsman can make over 200. As that ball goes out into the offside, and there was no run. Mrs. Brown? Okay. It's all right. 305 for 7. So Ubaid getting his second wicket. Got the wicket of Django earlier, and then got the wicket of Chase. Bowling cruff and neck, as they would say. He's bowling to Roach now. He's on 10 from 43. He comes in, bowls to Roach, and Roach drive to mid-off, and there was no run. So really, I want you to look back at it. I really looking forward to them showing Chase dismissal once again. And you can see, although it will look good image-wise, like a good forward defensive stroke, it was not. He was even caught on the crease. He wasn't pushing out any at all. It was a poor shot. It was absolutely a poor shot from the West Indies captain. Oh, Banana Brooks, you just joined and you curse Chase. Banana Brooks, I just joined, so curse Chase. Oh boy, Banana Brooks. Is the same thing happened this morning, Banana Brooks, as because play started half an hour earlier, but I started at 9 o'clock too, because knowing that it's a long session, and it's just realize it. I'm just here a hour now, and it feels like I'm here longer than that as Joseph played this one into the mid-wicket region and get a single. The score goes up to 306 for 7. But it's entertainment time now because Shamar Joseph is at the crease. So it's real entertainment time. A quick fire 38. Quick fire 50 from Joseph might just win this match for the West Indies, Sajid Khan comes in, bowls to Roach, and Roach swept it powerfully to the man at forward short leg. Where that hit him, he's in trouble. He is in trouble. The man at forward short leg have been hit and he's in trouble. The physio is running out. Swept that powerfully. They are now taking off the helmet. Look at the replay. Okay, he did everything right. It hit him on his shoulder. He was good. Look at the technique. Bam. Look at the head go down, making the body as small as possible. Brilliant. That is what I don't want to regurgitate something that happened. It hit him on his shoulder. Hopefully he can bat. Well, I want you guys to learn because I need to teach also. So I want you to learn. Look at the fielder. That's what Solazana never did. When he saw that Roach was going to play a full-blooded sweep shot, he makes himself as small as possible. And that's the technique. Shoulder tucking, head bow, so that the helmet becomes a shield. Shoulder tucking, you make yourself as small as possible. One other thing that he could have done there was to probably stay low. And that ball have probably missed him. I think that's the only mistake he made there. But the rest of the technique was good. He didn't stay as low as he should have, but everything else was done to the textbook. Tucked in and the head bow so that the top of the helmet becomes a shield also. The only thing that he could have probably stayed a little lower. I hope his shoulder is okay, but the technique was perfect. So even for those coaching tips, guys, that's why you need to look in the video description and contribute to the cricket forum as we look to stream live cricket as we teach here. Yeah. And that the difference, if Solozan had done that, he would not have been hurt. Regretfully, we sympathize, and it's not something we want to bring up back, but Solozana was very poor. His technique was very poor, and the injury was unfortunate. You don't want to see anyone get injured. And that was unfortunate, very unfortunate to Solozana. But the poor technique contributed to the injury. So there's a slip, a leg slip, a forward short leg, there's a cover, there's a mid-off, there's a mid-on, bowls to Roach, and Roach steered this away past where a second slip would have been. Babar Azam giving chase, they're gone for one. Will they come back for two? We'll wait and see. Yes, they are back for two, 308 for seven. So every run's been clapped here by the West Indies. Kemar Roach move up to 12 from 46 deliveries. Shamar Joseph, he is on two from two deliveries. Are we comfortable with Kemar Roach batting at number 8? That's the next question. Khan bowls to Roach and Roach blocks it and then tap it to the man at forward short leg, and there was no run. So I really hope that he will be able to bat. Round the wicket, bowls to Roach, and Roach blocked it to the man who's coming from cover. And again, there was no runs. He is on 12 from 48. 308 for 7. Shamar Joseph is with him on 2 from 2. He's round the wicket. The slip on the forward short leg goes down and he blocks it again to forward short leg. End of the over. 308 for 7. Joseph is on 2. Roach is on 12. West Indies winning the toss and batting 312. Garth Ains is saying Chase is a better captain than Sammy. Period. I am so I don't know what SOA mean. Thank you for expressing your opinion, Garth Ains. They are always welcome. Okay, you you are sad this was not a 5 match series, but we already play 4 matches, eh? This is the fourth matches. This is how the thing goes nowadays, man. We play two against Sri Lanka. It's just the reality of the cricket nowadays. Well, not even nowadays. You bait ball to Shamar who swings this down to mid wicket. Is he batting in a sweater? No. For a moment there, look like he's batting in a sweater. They're showing Roach. No. Oh, it's the sleeve that he has on why it looks that way. And where I say I shouldn't say nowadays, it's a long time that we have been playing too much test series. I remember in the 80s, we used to play too much test series in India. I remember India in particularly. Yes. So it's not too much test series is not a new phenomenon. It's something that we used to do from I was a little boy. I shot delivery, the batsman duck came off his body. It will go away for four by, or it never came off his body, never touched anything. Again, you obey it. So this Pakistani bowling attack is a 29 extras, is a very, very indisciplined bowling attack. Who's coaching them? That bowling coach must be fired. He's to be fired. Oh, is it? Is Gill is the coach? Subman Gill is the coach? You must be fired though, man. That Gill. That's Subman Gill. Sorry, not Subman Gill, man. That's his first name. That's his first. Subman Gill is the present captain of India. Mixing up. But he was a very good fast bowler. Well, you want to really call it. He was a very good seamer. Really could have nailed some Yorker. He came after Wakar Yunis. Soon his name soon come to me. I know Banana Brooks will tell me his name very shortly. But 29 out of 313, you know, it's poor. This is an very indisciplined team. 313 for 7 West Indies. Yobade is bowling to Roach, who's on 12. Joseph is on 3. West Indies 313 for 7. Very, very indisciplined team. So Gatins want to stoke controversy. You bade bowls to Roach, turn it away to the man at mid wicket, and there was no run. 317 for 7. Gatins is saying that Chase is a better captain than Blunder Factory. P-Rod. God Ains, why you come here this morning and stirring controversy? You got Ains. So we're gonna watch Yube. This is the final delivery of his over. It's 12th over, 2 for 58. He comes in bowls edge, drops short of the slip. So as Roach came on the front foot, took the outside edge, and it dropped short of the slip. So the score remains at 313 for 7. West Indies winning the toss and batting. Banana Brooks is saying, wrist box was a comment from yesterday I have not heard before. I presume the box moves with the body yes, it does. Yes. And extend outward for no, it doesn't. It doesn't really extend. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really extend that much either for back foot cuts, sweeps, hooks. Because remember that all of those shots would be determine the position that you get the body in. I wonder if you understand me. If you are going to cut and your weight is transferring through the ball, it doesn't mean that you're reaching out and getting the that box away from your body. I wonder if you understand me. And if you're going to sweep, it means that you would have crouched. So that box would have gone down a little lower, but it's still very close to your body. So you need to keep that wrist within. And while there are some variants for attacking shots, when it comes to that defensive shot, that wrist box has to be, that you have to keep the wrist within that box. So there can be variants for attacking shots, but you have to keep the wrist within that shots. Yeah, thank you, Banana Books. Yeah, Umar Gill. Yeah, Umar Gull, not Gill. Gill. Umar Gull. Thank you very much, Banana Brooks. I know that you would remember, man. You are an absolute veteran. So while I was giving that explanation, um, West Indies have moved up to 319 for 7 as Shamar Joseph hit another four. Joseph dabbed this one away down to third man. Chase for the field at backward point. Who gives up the chase as it goes into the boundary for 4. Why did he give up the chase that early? I think that he would have run much harder. You wouldn't see the English, the New Zealanders, the Indians give up the chase for so early. Is it that he is just simply tired? Because that ball was close to him. And Sajid Khan is not happy because he gave up the chase. Khan bowls and swing and a miss by Joseph. So this is politics at its very best now. This is selfishness at its very best. So he gave up the chase because he simply wants the ball to bowl. So he doesn't want his fellow spinner bowl and cart, Shamar Joseph, chip down the pitch and then block. I hope I'm back. I just checked a while ago and realized that I was not on. So yes, it's good and running. Thank you, Banana Brooks. Thank you, Banana Brooks. Yes, thank you very much, Banana Brooks, for keeping the commentary alive. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So just during the drinks break here, just a bit of a quick bite. I'm here for more than a hour and I've not eaten since morning. So just want to get a bite here and so that it can carry me through the next. It should go with time of your life, right? Good.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last to the break of day. No matter what people say, live life in a fast lane. Double shot for the gifted, triple shot for the pain. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
So welcome back. I trust you are hearing me. Thank you very much. So just had was to add a quick bite. One over has been bowled since. Well, 5 deliveries have been bowled since. 1 run have been scored. Warrican is on strike to Ubaid. Probably eat too fast. You know, I just always trying to please, you know. 324 for 8, West Indies. So I trust you're hearing me loud and clear. As Ubaid, the right arm fast bowler, is bowling to the West Indies vice captain Jamel Warrican. There are 2 slips and Warrican drives to the right of mid-arm. There is no run. The score remains at 324 for 8. So I'm gonna show you they are showing you now the dismissal of Chase. And look, look. This is look at it. Look at the start. You see it? It didn't come forward. You see where the bat coming from. You see where the wrist just going across this body. So it looks pretty, but when you analyze it technically, it's and when you look at his head position, you really realize that it only looked pretty. Ducked under short delivery by Warwick and end of the over. 324 for 8. West Indies 324 for 8. I trust you're hearing me loud and clear. Thank you, Banana Brooks. We appreciate it. So, yes, 324 for 8. What is good, though, is that West Indies once again have passed 300 in their first innings. And that is impressive enough. No matter how you look at it, it's impressive. And you must give Blunder Factory credit. As I often said, you have to give him credit when it is due, and you have to criticize him when he does something wrong, when they're underperforming. And that's where my credibility comes from, because I am not holding back compliment and I'm not afraid to criticize. So the two C's, I criticize and I compliment. 324 for 8. And the 100th over of the West Indies innings as Sajid Khan bowls to Roach, who turned that away down to backward square leg, more like it comes off the inner portion of the bat and squeezed the way down to backward square leg. They got a single. 325 for 8 now, the West Indies. 325 for 8. I want to see that chart again. It could be a very impressive chart, you know. It off the screen very quickly, but I'm sure they will bring it back up again. Sajid Khan bowls to the Warwick and was out to the front foot. There was a time last year when Warwick was averaging more runs against spin bowling than any other West Indies batsman. He forced this out into the offside and got a single. Is off the mark. It's 326 for 8. Yes, there was a time last year when he was averaging more than any West Indies batsman to spin bowling. As this one loud appeal, he's giving it. I think he's out, you know. I think he's out. I think it pitched in line. I think it hit him in line. He reviewed it, but I think Roach is dead. That looks very, very adjacent to me. I'm going to rule it out. Roach leg before Sajid Khan, picking up his third wicket. 3-4 now, 83 from 29.5. The right arm off spin around the wicket. The ball pitched just about mid and off, and then straighten and would have hit mid and off. See there? Yeah. It probably going to even hit middle stump. It probably going to even hit middle stump. You know, Roach Roach looking where the bat is behind the pad. Clearly the bat is behind the pad. You can see it there that the bat is behind the pad. So it doesn't hit the bat none at all. So although you see that spike, the bat is behind the pad. Roach, after the ball struck him on the front pad, looked at where his back foot is and reviewed it. As I said, pitch in line, hitting middle stump. Yeah, mid and half, middle stump. Dead, leg before. And so West Indies lost their 10th wicket. But hitting half stump, it never really came back that much. But it was always looked plumb, it looked very adjacent. And, you know, think Roach just review it because he's a senior batsman and he can review it. But he always, that was always plumb. Yeah, always plumb. 329 for 6. Oh, you're so show off. You know, my wife is say asking me why I'm not Why I'm not telling you guys what you prepare for me? Well, yeah, I just had some ackee and saltfish and some boiled banana and some yellow yam. Now I'm going to finish eating it at the innings break or maybe at the lunch break. It's now one wicket down, 10:24. It's interesting. If the wicket fall now, I don't think they will take lunch. I think then that they will continue. But during the lunch break, I will have my lunch also. I will have my lunch also. It will be well. I had the breakfast just now, so it will be lunch. Because I only eat two fingers of banana and one piece of yam, and I'm a man who can eat 10 fingers of banana. Yeah, this delivery seals blocked it. So ten and Jack is at the crease. How much the West Indies tail have given us so far? Um, Joseph give us 8, Roach give us 19, that's 27, and Warwick can give us 1, that's 28. But the partnership between Chase and Roach is also crucial. How many that partnership added? Because that's also crucial when you're analyzing it. Because he came to the crease Westin when Greaves got out, it was 277. So it's safe to say since Greaves got out, the West Indies tail have contributed, along with the captain, have contributed 49 runs. And make that 50. So the last 4 wickets have contributed 50 runs. Is that good? Well, 6, 3. The last 3 wickets have contributed 50 runs. Should you be looking for more than that from your last 4 wickets? Um, 'Cause they have contributed 50 runs so far. One is it's still incomplete, but the last 4 wickets have contributed 50 runs. Um, should we be looking for more than that from our last 4 wickets? Or 51 as it is now is a par score. 328 for 9. You know, I say these things to generate discussions and things that persons can talk about and react to. Is that par? Is that below par? Is it above par where your 4 wicket have contributed 51 runs? You know, although one is still ongoing, the last one is still ongoing, and it could be anything. So you bait 2 for 61 from 13.2. The right arm seamer is over the wicket, bowls to Warwick, and who turned this away down to the man coming off the fine leg boundary. And they go through for a single. He picked it up just in the vicinity of where orthodox backward square leg would have been. 328 for 9. The worst thing, Vuvuzela. I wonder if you hate Vuvuzela as much as I do. I hate Vuvuzela, you know. And I have nothing against the business people, but it's something that I hate. Persons who buy and sell Vuvuzela. I think they have been banned in Jamaican stadiums, right? And I think so. They have been banned in Jamaican stadium. Uh, uh, and I have nothing against persons who trade in the business. I always want people to make money. Don't have a problem, but I hate them. It's something I hate. Your bait is round the wicket to Seals, who blocks it down back the pitch to the bowler who field. There are 2 slips and the gully. Yeah, Umar Gill should be fired. Honestly, he should be fired, Banana Brooks. Wristbacks and thanks. Yeah, respect, man. Respect, respect. Sergeant changed around the wicket to Shamar gone. Okay, thank you, Banana Brooks. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the live commentary. Thank you for the live commentary. I lost the feed for a short while. Round the wicket, balls to Seals down the leg side, 4 runs. Whether it came off the tie pad or off the bat, it doesn't matter. You will see 4 in the scoreboard. We'll wait on the signal from the umpire. It will take the score up now to 333 for 9. So that's 4 leg by. So triple three. It was off the tie pad. Back of a length came off the tie pad. Is his first match. I don't see anything that, you know, except that he doesn't. They said that he can bowl 140. I've yet to see a 140 deliver from him. I doesn't see any control that tells me that he's the real deal. I don't see him doing anything special. I think Mohamed Abbas would have been a much better choice as he overpitch an off volley and seals into the drive, scream it through extra cover down to the boundary for 4. So you bait there just pitching up off volley, hit away down to the boundary for 4. 337 for 9. West Indies at the end of over 101. Yeah, I cannot see how you drop a bowler who got 8 wickets in the previous match for a debutant. And for me to judge this debutant, I am not seeing anything special. I recall when I saw Jaden Seals, after, not at the World Cup, I saw him at the World Cup, the Under 19 World Cup, but then that was the World Cup. But I remember that first match I saw him playing against Pakistan at Sabina Park. I I don't remember what his return. As Warrican looks to reverse sweep, the ball pop high in the air. The umpire appeal. They appeal. The umpire said not out. They have 3 reviews. They are going to review it. Why not? It's the last wicket, and you have 3 reviews. As Warrican looks to reverse sweep, the ball went high in the air, and we're going to look where it came from. 337 for 9. So they have now had it 60. The 4 last wicket have had it 60 so far. So we're going to look where this came from. Reverse sweep. His bat is the back of the bat. Yeah, clearly off the bat onto his arm. Why are you playing that shot and you don't practice it? Is the back of the bat the man playing the reverse sweep? The Pakistani are laughing at him. The man looking to play the reverse sweep and the ball came off the back of the bat. So he didn't even turn around the bat. And this is what disgusts me about these West Indies cricketers. They try to come into match and to play some shots which they don't practice enough in training. And so when they come into the match, they look absolutely stupid and foolish because Warrican there trying to play in the reverse sweep. And what has he done? Make himself a clown. Absolute clown. You know, you're playing the reverse sweep and you're using the back of the bat to play it. You don't practice it enough. You're disgraceful. Practice the thing before you come into match, man. As I was making a point about Jaden Seals, when you saw him in that first match against Pakistan, you knew that he's going to be good. You knew that. You can't say the same thing about your baby here. He's just all over the place. He doesn't have any control. Seals was there with his, hitting that little ear on the pitch, which and showing some control and getting the ball to seam away. Something in my head telling me that he got 5 wickets, but I can't be sure. I don't remember what was his figures in that match, but he was outstanding, and you know that he was going to be an ex-bowler. So Rizwan is saying to Jamel Warrican, why just don't walk off? He's touching that the ball came off his arm, but I'm telling you, if this ball doesn't come off the back of the bat, I am ending this stream. There it is. Oh, there it is. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he never realized that the ball came from off the back of the bat, because look at the shot that he's playing. He's reverse sweeping and he's using the back of the bat to bat. So he is confused. He is combobulated. He doesn't know what is happening. So give him the benefit of the doubt. Why are they reviewing this so much? The ball clearly off the back of the bat. See there. The ball is clearly off the back of the bat. Is there? Wait, look at that picture on the left. Go back to that picture on the left. Maybe he survived, you know. Go back to that picture on the left. That picture on the left, is that showing gap between bat and ball? I think they're looking at that one to ask you to see if there was anything else that could have made the sound. So that's why they show you that wide picture to see if there was anything else could have made the sound. So right there, but there's a gap when you're right there. Is there a gap between bat and ball? I don't think both pictures don't correspond. Because where the one on the right is showing where the ball is, the one on the left is not showing that's where the ball is. He's gonna give it not out, you know. He has to give it not out. It will be controversial, but he has to give it not out. Have to give it not out. Have to. It's a controversial, but he has to give it not out. Because there is a gap. So it's not out. Well done. It's not out. That's why they're checking the leg before. It's not out. So the decision is not out. It's controversial, but it's not out. But because this is very controversial, because the image on the left, when you look at the image on the right and the image on the left, where you are seeing that the ball is on the right, the image on the left isn't showing the same place where the ball is on the left. Nonetheless, there's a gap on that image on the left, so the sound probably come from somewhere else. Ailey Matthews would be looking at this and said, "Oh, was I given out in the World Cup?" As Warwick turned this away down to back with a square leg, and there was no run. So Sajid Khan there. That, yeah, look at that. No, man, not that image. This one. You see where it looks the sweep taken on the pad, not outside the umpire. I think that is straight. They should review that. I think Pakistan should review this. 3-9-3-37 for 9. And they're thinking about it. I think that looked in very straight. But Barbara, as I'm not reviewing it, I think that's the one that they should have reviewed. Interesting. So they're calling out a lot is going on here. It's just so much. He looks to reverse sweep again, and he's using the back of the bat. There he is again using the back. I have to laugh. I'm laughing because of the ridiculousness of you coming into a match trying to play a shot that you have not practiced. You know, at least 350 would be the goal now for these last two. Anything more a bonus, said Banana Brooks. Yes, I really think that the score that we have on the board, I remember last week I confidently said that the 311 would be the highest total in this match. I I don't want to make that prediction this week, and it is likely, but I do not have the same confidence as I did last week that it was going to be the highest total of the match. So I think it is reaching up to that stage where you probably, if there's a wicket, you probably don't have any play before lunch. They probably go straight to lunch, especially that they had started half an hour earlier. What do you think? Do you think that Warrican was out? Well, he isn't. But do you think that the ball got an edge? So let's get back to the game. Warrican is on 3. Seals is on 5. 3:37 for 9, is it? He's round the wicket. There's a slip and a leg slip as he blocks this out into the offside, and there was no run. You know, the low IQ of West Indies cricketers, of some of the West Indies cricketers, is baffling. He places the mid wicket, and there was no run. This is a man who can't even bat properly, and he's practicing to play the reverse sweep, which he can't play properly. Why don't you at least practice to master the basics before you try to elevate your game to another level? Because he's trying to play the reverse sweep and he's using the back of the bat to play the reverse sweep. I guess maybe if it comes off the back of the bat, it can go anywhere and it will make it difficult for the fielder to get to it, because it will probably go in some strange areas where if it comes off the front of the bat, it will not go in those areas. But when it came off the back of the bat, it will ping to areas where they usually won't have a fielder. So maybe he's doing deliberately, and probably in the future we'll see more batsmen using that technique. So maybe we have to give Warwick the benefit of the doubt that he have probably invented something new in cricket by using the back of the bat to reverse sweep. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt, and probably I shouldn't be laughing at it. But really and truly, I watch cricket for fun, you know. So laughing is not a form of disrespecting the gentleman. I watch cricket for fun, and if you're watching the game and you can't laugh, why watch it? Why watch it? You're not in prison. You watch it for fun, and you must be able to laugh and enjoy yourself. And when I see the West Indies number 10 reverse sweeping and in getting himself in all sort of position and using the back of the bat to play the ball, I see it as funny, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm not going to let anyone who probably think that I shouldn't laugh. Well, you have to just hug up that, because I'm going to enjoy myself. Is the truth. I am I am enjoying myself, and I will not allow anyone to deprive me from enjoying myself. And you better enjoy yourself too, and don't be miserable about it. Round the wicket, come over the wicket is a left-hander. Usman bowls to Seals, hit it high in the air. The fielder dropped the catch, running back from mid-off, and they second for one, or they go back for two. They second for one. So Seals was into the drive. It went high in the air. The fielder running back from mid-off. He got hands to it, but was unable to take the catch. 3:38 for 9. Does it look to hit it? Never came right out of the screw, got it go high in the air. He running back, got hands to it, should have hold on to it, but he dropped it. This Pakistani team is, I tell you, I really see schoolboy teams that can feel better than them. Very, you look at a team like probably Taki or Stets, those teams can Manchester High, uh, those teams, Excelsior, St. Jago High, those teams can feel better than this Pakistani team. Usman decided to go around the wicket to the right hander. That's Warwican, and he played a good forward defensive stroke. Look at that shot. Good forward defensive stroke. Here is Usman bowling to Warwican, who is also a left-arm orthodox spinner, and he blocked it in front of the man at forward short leg, who runs back in the region of mid-wicket, and he picks it up, and there is no run. So just about 18 minutes to go before lunch. If you look at it and say that they will take a 10 minutes break between innings, so I think if a wicket fall now, I don't think, if I am the umpire, I'll take lunch, especially it has been an extended session. So if a wicket should fall now, I would definitely take lunch. What is that out in the sea there? Is it an oil rig? It's interesting. What is that thing there? That looks to be a platform to my left. Khan bowls to Seals, who blocked it to backward point, no run. 338 for nine. So it is at 338 for nine. Sajid Khan, 3 for 83 from his 31.1 overs. He's round the wicket, bowls to Seals. Seals again blocked it to backward point, no run again. Similar shot, similar result. Just coming on the front foot, although on this occasion he jammed down on it a little harder to make sure that the turn doesn't beat him. Round the wicket, Sajid Khan to Seals. Seals on the back foot, defend it down the pitch on the offside to the bowler who field, and he walks back to the top of his mark. He's wheeling away here now as Seals just hold him up a little as he comes in. There are two slips and a forward short leg. Balls to Seals, who swing and miss, goes through to the keeper, and there's no run. Was he out of his crease? And Rizwan did not spot it. Let's see. He swings and he misses. So 4 deliveries, 4 dot balls. Not a bad Monday crowd. You know, expect that. The people have to go to work on a Monday. Khan bowls to Seals off the back foot, and he's spanked this to the field. That cover who stopped it, didn't pick it up cleanly, but he stopped it. Nonetheless, there was no run. 338 for 9. Gonna watch Seals now as he seconds and wait up and Khan to bowls to him, and he's off the back foot in the air, just short of backward point. Made over by Sajid Khan. At the end of the over, West Indies 338 for 9 after 104. There was one small spike which confused the matter, but I think the correct decision was made, and the third umpire took the time to investigate. Fair enough, Banana Brooks. Fair enough. My thing about it, though, the image that we saw on the left and the one that we saw on the right, the position where the ball was in relation to the bat appears to me to be 2 different positions. But I fully understand and accept the point that you made. So Usman has already bowled 1 delivery. This is it when the spinners are bowling. That one take him on the pad down the leg side. Usman, 2 slip on a forward short leg. He turn it away down towards fine leg. The field that backward square leg has work to do. That's Shadid Khan, who plays this with his heart on his sleeve, you know, man. It's now 339 for 9. Seals is on 6. Warrican is on 4. Seals on 6 from 15 deliveries. Warrican on 4 from 17 deliveries. Just about 15 minutes, 14 minutes to go before lunch. So if there's a wicket now, then they will take lunch. It makes no sense come out for 1 over and kill time in the game. Round the wicket, over the wicket, the left-hander. Seal swings this down to long on for a singer. Real agricultural, old-time fashion swing. Just swinging at it, mistime it, bottom portion of the bat, down to long on for a singer. He moves up to 7. So, yes, sir, gentlemen, I'm making the point because I see Athena, I see Banana Brooks, I see Garth Ains, as this one is blocked to forward short leg by Seal. So I'm asking you, there was a delivery. Who was it that played? Roach, where he swept at the ball, it got the gloves, it ballooned over leg slip, and West Indies got 2. Hit the gloves, balloon over leg slip, West Indies got 2. The next delivery, swept again, it came right out of the screw of the bat. He middled it, rolled the wrist, and it hit down on the ball. It went to backward square leg like a rocket. West Indies got none. Which was a better shot? I would like to hear your guys' opinion. Which was the better shot? So Usman is operating round the wicket with 2 slips and a fine leg. He comes in, bowls to the right-handed Warrican, who looks to sweep, and he will get a leg by ear, or will he get 1 or 2? Let's see. They come back for two. So two more leg by to the West Indies total, push it up now to 242 for 9 at the end of that over. 242 for 9. Laughter is vital to get through a prison sentence, says a friend. That's a good one. That's an absolute good one at Banana Brooks. That's an absolute good one. I like that one. That's an absolute good one, man. You have to laugh, man. If you are watching the match and you cannot laugh, I mean, and if you can only laugh at the Pakistani, then why watch it? You have to laugh when you see something. There's something that amuses you. You have to laugh. Whichever team you watch the match for entertainment. That's what you watch it for. This one is swept away down towards the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary by Jaden Seals. The West Indies get one more. Seals moves up to 8-3, 43 for 9 as Warwickon, the vice captain, comes into strike. This is it. His pitch, he has to deliver today. Sajid Khan bowls to Warwickon, who defends from the crease, and it goes to the man at mid-wicket, and there was no run. 343 for 9. Defend from. Let's watch again now as Sajid Khan is going to come into bowl to Warwickon, and Warwickon blocks it in the gap between forward short leg and leg slip. The man comes off the backward square leg boundary, and they got a singer. The score goes up by 1-3 for the 4, which will now bring Seals, the left-hander, to bat. So although Seals bowled right-hander, he bats left-hand. So he's a left-hander. Brian Lara, pavilion end that Sajid Khan is operating from. 2 slips and a forward short leg, and he comes forward. It popped off the bat to the man at second slip. Babra Azam took a comfortable catch. Seal goes. It's 3-4 all out the West Indies, and I think that's lunch also. So they will take lunch. So it's very, very convenient because it's 10 minutes before 11 o'clock, and the innings break would at least take 10 minutes. So they're going to take lunch as Sajid Khan picked up his 4th wicket. That one hit high on the bat and lobbed to Babar Azam at second slip, who took a comfortable catch. So West Indies have been bowled out in their first innings for 344. As Marnus Labuschagne once said, any score, any 3-figure score with a 3 at the front is a good score in any form of cricket. And so West Indies having made 344 all out in their first inning. So I'll be back with you before lunch. I won't end the stream. I will probably play something from some graduations or something that I've been to. And then so when the West Indies bowling inning start, I'll be here for the start of the West Indies bowling innings. Let's hear what Athena have to say. If only Mushtaq Mohammed knows that what he created. He opened a can of worms. The reverse sweep was first played by Pakistani cricketer Mushtaq Ahmed in 1964. Okay, that's history for us. So everyone thought that it was Kevin Peterson was the first one to play it. It's because Athena, I have never. This is news to me, This is the first time I'm hearing this Athena, because I was always of the opinion that it was first played by Kevin Peterson. That's always of the opinion. Just like I know that the scoop was first played by Dilshan, the Sri Lankan batsman, and I think it was a match against Pakistan too. The scoop was first played. That's why they call it the Dilshan scoop. Yes, it was at the World Cup in the West Indies in a T20 World Cup in the West Indies. Which year was that? But it was at the T20 World Cup in the West Indies that the Dilshan scoop was first played. Athena said the scoreboard will say 2 runs, but coach will rip your gig. You're off. Your head off. All right. He's talking about the sweep, the one that went for 2 runs versus the one that went straight to the fielder. Yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Banana Brooks. And that probably is a good one to leave on the screen. All right. So I'm going to I'm going to take my leave for lunch now. I just want to see if I can find something to play up front. So I was at this library launch. Um, was at this library launch where the Custos of Clarendon, the Custos of Clarendon was giving a speech, and I think I have that. I may have that speech here. But before that, let's go to these girls. That's definitely not working at all. So yeah, let's hear what the Custos of Clarendon has to say.
Thank you, moderator Ms. Sherry Johnson, Mrs. Nadine Attar Johnson, representing Honorable Delroy Williams, MP Central Clarendon, Ms. Hanley Williams, Councillor, Mr. Carton Knight, JP, Mr. Michael Thomas, President of the Bucknell Concerned Citizens Benevolent Society, fellow Justices of the Peace, members of the Bucknell Concerned Citizens Benevolent Society, members of the Juicy team, principals, teachers, and students in the area, representatives of community groups, representatives of the business community, representatives of the ministries, departments, and agencies, children, and residents of Bucknell. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here in Bucknell for the launch of the Let's Read Tiny Community Library. This is an important day for Bucknell and another chapter in our ongoing effort to make books more accessible across Clarendon. Bucknell has long been a community that understands the value of working together. The multi-purpose facility where we gather today, the homework center, and the many activities hosted here all reflect the commitment of residents to creating opportunities for learning, development, and community life. Today, we continue that tradition. The Let's Read Tiny Community Library is another investment in the people of Bucknell. It is a place where children can discover the joy of reading, where young people can continue learning, and where adults can satisfy their curiosity, develop new interests, and enjoy a good book. Most importantly, it places books within easy reach of the community they are meant to serve. Over the years, I've seen how a single opportunity can influence the direction of a person's life. Sometimes that opportunity begins with meeting the right person. Sometimes it begins with someone believing in us. And sometimes it begins with something as simple as opening a book. Books have a remarkable way of expanding our world. They introduce us to new ideas, new places, and new ways of thinking. They answer questions we have today and encourage us to ask new ones tomorrow. Every book we read leaves us knowing a little more than we did before. I especially want to speak to the adults of Bucknell. This library belongs to you just as much as it belongs to the children. It is for the parents, grandparents, guardians, teachers, community leaders, and every resident who believes that learning should continue throughout life. Children pay close attention to the example we set. When they see adults reading, borrowing books, talking about what they've learned, and making time for reading, they begin to understand that books have a place not only in schools, but in everyday life. I encourage every family to make reading a regular part of life. Spend a few minutes reading together. Ask questions about the story. Listen to what your children think. Allow them to ask questions of their own. Those conversations build confidence, encourage curiosity, and create memories that often last long after the story has ended. I also hope that adults will borrow books for themselves. Choose a book that interests you, discover something new, revisit a favorite author, read simply for the enjoyment of it. Learning does not end when we leave school, and neither should our curiosity. The shelves behind me have been filled with readers of every age in mind. Young children will find introductory and early reading books. Students will have access to spelling books, educational texts, stories, and novels. Teenagers, adults, and senior citizens will also find books that inform, inspire, and entertain. The success of this library will be written one borrowed book at a time. It will be seen in a child who discovers a favorite story, in a teenager who finds inspiration in a book, in a parent who spends a few quiet minutes reading with a son or daughter, in a grandparent who shares a story from one generation to the next, in an adult who decides it's never too late to learn something new. That success belongs to the people of Bucknell. Our message is simple: borrow a book, donate books, build literacy. In the months ahead, we look forward to introducing reading challenges and other activities that encourage residents of every age to participate. We want reading to become something families enjoy together and something the community celebrates together. This library has come to life through the efforts of many people, and I want to commend Mr. Thomas of the Bucknell Concerned Citizens Benevolent Society and the residents of Bucknell for embracing this initiative and accepting responsibility for its continued care. I also express my sincere appreciation to my team at Juicy for constructing the library and to Juicy for donating the books, and also the Office of the Custos, the Clarendon Parish Development Committee, and the Clarendon Justices of the Peace, whose continued stewardship will help ensure that this library remains active, welcoming, and well cared for. I want to thank Mr. Clifton Morris for his blessings on this library, because without the blessings, we're nothing. As we prepare to officially open this library, I leave you with a simple invitation. Make it part of our lives. Make it part of your lives. Visit often. Borrow a book. Read with your children. Read to your grandchildren. Discover something new for yourselves. Share a book with a neighbor. Donate one if you can. Every time someone opens one of these books, this library fulfills its purpose. Every time a child discovers the joy of reading, Butner grows stronger. Every time an adult chooses to keep learning, that example inspires the next generation. Buckner has already shown what can be achieved when people work together. I have every confidence that this community will embrace this library with the same spirit, ensuring that the shelves we open today continue to inspire readers for many years to come. May this library be a place of curiosity, discovery, and shared learning. And may every book borrowed from these shelves begin a new journey for the person who opens it. Thank you.
Mr. Lawrence Johnson, and other members of the school board, Principal Mr. Stanford Davis, Vice Principal Mrs. Pauline Brown Hanley, representatives of past students and Parent-Teacher Association, other distinguished guests, teachers, parents, well-wishers, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Pleasant afternoon. No, until me afternoon good. Pleasant afternoon. As our theme states, reflection, excellence in motion. I reflect on where it all began. My mind takes me back to first form. We walk through these gates feeling grown and well put together. The girls proud in our long and oversized tunics that were more like gowns, while the boys came in their oversized pants and fresh low cuts you could practically see their scalp. But deep down, every one of us was nervous. One of our earliest moments was sitting outside the classroom.
See that? That's a perimenopausal belly. Estrogen drops, cortisol rises. Going to the gym can only make it worse, just like dieting, because all of that puts stress on the body, which is already fighting it. Tai Chi works differently. It reducing swelling and fat. Try Tai Chi. Just 7 minutes a day.
If these thighs are the reason you skip shorts, if these arms are the reason you avoid sleeveless tops, if this belly is the reason you don't wear fitted dresses, this Monday, August 3rd,
enjoying what we thought was freedom. Then we heard that unforgettable call from Mr. Lilly, or the sudden shouts of, Vibia come, that made everyone who couldn't make it to PE on time became instant Olympic sprinters. Seconds later, we were all back inside our classrooms, books open, and acting innocent. And of course, there were the teachers who said, one of the worst set of students we ever see. But after 5 years, we realized everybody didn't tell that. As I turned the mirror a little further in a clockwise direction, I see us in grade 8. By then, we weren't the new students anymore. We had finally learned our way around the school and maybe just became a little too comfortable. Comfortable enough to engage in a little fun. The legendary water war, where no one knew who threw the first splash. Yet somehow, 5 minutes later, the corridors became battlefields. People who swore they wanted no part of it suddenly found themselves running for cover, such as TK, who had one unforgettable fall that had everyone screaming, even me, and all I did was heard about the incident. Then there were school events that somehow had their way into turning into our little disco room. There was always one person making sure the vibe never died. Right, Daniel? It didn't matter what the occasion was, the music would start, and people who said, "Me not dance today," somehow ended up in the middle of the dance circle. As I tilt the mirror by 90 degrees, I visualize us in grade 9. The lunches served at this point actually started to satisfy our hunger, as we would call it, full with belly. The cooks started to share way more food than they used to in second form. The box them used to half empty. Now they are overflowing. They even started to take in orders. You would hear, "Miss, leg on tie." "No, miss, bake alone." But majority of the time you would hear, "Bake done." Lunchtime quickly became one of our favorite parts of the school day. Then came our favorite spot, the front of the 3M classroom, what the Dean of Discipline proudly called our veranda. If anyone was looking for us during break or lunch, chances are we were right there, talking, laughing, and making memories together. As I turn the mirror once again, the reflection begins to change. The laughter is still there, but now the future starts looking back at us. Grade 10 was the year many of us were asked one of life's biggest questions: what do you want to become? The truth is, none of us had a clue. Some people carefully researched their options. Some prayed about it. Some of us simply chose the same subjects our friends were choosing and hoped everything would work out. Thankfully, for most of us, it did. Now, we're finally upper school students. We had teachers like Mrs. Hay, who had one rule that nobody dared to challenge: no textbook, no entry. The classroom suddenly became a courtroom filled with excuses. "Miss, we are going to share one book." "Miss, we forgot mine." "Miss, me not going to do it again." Or students like Kaylee, hiding behind classmates, praying Mrs. Hay doesn't spot her and ask her the question she's been dreading: "Where's your textbook?" Looking back, that was her way of teaching us responsibility, or as she would like to call it, tough love. Or Miss Alison Wilson in maths class, when one certain student was idling for too long. Before long, you might hear, "Wilson, I'm not tell you if you take your medication before you come to class." One simple statement that had the whole class laughing. Or Mr. Peter, whose voice alone make you start to wonder, I mean, McCall, if he had the chance to torment you, trust me, he might take you. Looking back, he never missed a chance to torment somebody. If he pass you and never say nothing, you start wondering if he all right. Back then, we just wanted to hear the bell ring. Looking back now, those same teachers and those same moments gave us the best memories of high school. As I turn the mirror one final time, it's grade 11. Serious time now. SBA and C6 season. Overnight, our conversation changed. Instead of asking, "Where you go after school?" we started asking, "How much page you reach?" Or, "You start study yet?" Everyone had the exact same answer: "Me almost finish." When me done my SBA, me start study. The funny thing was, nobody ever seemed to actually finish. The late nights became longer, the deadlines became closer, the sleepless nights became longer, the prayers became much more specific. Throughout every challenge, every deadline, every stressful moment, we kept going. Now, as I look a little deeper in the mirror, I see the anxious moments waiting to discover our graduation awards, or the rehearsal that shows how tough some of us heads really are. Now, as I look at you, I don't just see students, I see the class of 2026, not the nervous grade 7 students who walk through these gates wondering where they belong. I see young men and women who have grown-ish, who have semi-matured and discovered strengths they never knew they had. We did it. We are here. 5 years later, 2 different uniforms, more inside jokes than we could ever count. Alexa, I will burn today. Friendships that grew, that changed, friendships that grew stronger, and friendships I truly believe will last a lifetime. So today, as we look into this mirror, we do not just see the person standing before you. We see every version of ourselves that made this moment possible. Every reflection tells a story. Every story taught us a lesson, and every lesson kept us moving towards excellence. As I conclude, I'd like to say thank you to our parents, guardians, and families. Thank you for your support, encouragement, sacrifices, and prayers. This achievement belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. To our teachers, thank you for your patience, your guidance, your encouragement, and for pushing us to be our best, even when we didn't always appreciate it at the time. To our auxiliary staff, thank you for everything you did behind the scenes to make our schools feel like home, and especially to the kitchen staff. Big up yourself, and thank you for serving us with care every single day and giving us that specific part of the chicken. But for the next generation's sake, please fry more flitters because it's finished too quick. To our administrative staff, thank you for your dedication, support, especially to Miss Ennis, who is like a friend to us all. To my fellow graduates, thank you for the memories, friendships, and shared experience. Together we laughed, learned, struggled, succeed, and occasionally borrowed pens we had no intention of returning. The bonds we formed will remain with us long after today. And most importantly, thank you to God, whose grace, guidance, and countless blessings carried us throughout every challenge and made this day possible. As I reflect today, let us remember these past 5 years have been much about exams or grades. They have been about discovering who we are, building friendships, overcoming challenges, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. As we prepare to step beyond the gates of Mayday High School, let the words from Greatness by Massacre inspire us, because greatness running in my blood, and greatness running in each and every one of our blood in here. So as we stand at this threshold, let us never forget that we are born with potential, and the greatness is ours to pursue as we move forward. So wherever life takes us next, let us move forward with confidence, continue to strive for excellence, and always live by the words that has guided us throughout our time here. Only the best is good enough. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it up. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last, make it last to the break of day. No matter what people say, live life in a fast lane. Double shot for the gifted, triple shot for the pain. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Today is going to be a very important day in the test career of Jamal Warrican. I wish him well. If not this innings, the second innings. He has to come to the party. I thank everyone who have stayed with us. I hope you enjoy that speech from the Custos of Clarendon and the valedictorian of Mayday High School and the music that followed. I hope you enjoy the lunch break. We have been told that the reason why there was an extra 10 minutes that had it for the lunchtime was because the lunch arrived at the ground late. There can be a myriad of reasons for that, So before we blame Dave Cameron for the lunch arriving late, we should realize that there are many, many reasons why the lunch could arrive late. So let us sympathize with Dave Cameron for the lunch arriving late, and we can't bash him too much. But it's good that we are ready for the start of the Pakistan innings, and it's good to see Justin Greaves on the field. We hope that he will be able to bowl in this innings because he will be crucial. So Azan Awis and Iman ul Ak are the two openers who were also the openers in the first test. And Kemar Roach is gonna start for the West Indies as expected. I would not have played him in this match. The last thing I would want now is for Kemar Roach to break down in this match. I would definitely not have played him, but he's playing, and we hope he lost the match, and we wish him all the best, and that he will perform another successful spell for the West Indies. So four slips in place, first delivery driven to mid off, and there is no run. So one, two, three, four slips, the backward point, the cover, and the mid off. So that's seven on the offside for Kemar Roach bowling to the left hander. Wow. And I guess assume there's a fine leg, and then there's a man is probably at mid wicket, very straight mid wicket, trying to cover the mid on, and I guess he would be lurking in that era, trying to just cover between square leg and mid on. But there are seven on the offside, four slips, backward point, cover, and the mid off. This one is worked away down to the field. Oh, no, there's no field at fine leg. It's gone for four. So there's no field at fine leg as Roach. They're just straying in length. And that is unusual for, well, it's not so much in length, It was straight, yes, it was about at the top of middle stump. And because there's no fine leg, the batsman just work it to fine leg for four. There's a mid wicket and there's a mid on. Um, let's see if the tactics work. I would not have used that tactics. I would use a 6-3 field. I would take out the man at cover and put him at fine leg. But let's see if the tactics work first. So let's see what will happen. Roach is known for immaculate length and line. He's round the wicket to the left hander who blocks it to the man at mid off, and there was no run. So four slips, backward point, cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket. That's the field. It's a 7-2 field. Now let's talk some cricket here. You have 344 runs on the board. Not a massive total, but a good total. And and it's good to see that they put the man at fine leg. They take him out of the split, which I would not have done either. I would not have done either. I would take the man from cover. That's the man I would have taken, the man at cover. So there are three slips, backward point, cover, and the mid off as Roach goes back to the top of his mark. Whether I would have three slips and a gully or four slips, I would have four fielder behind the back here. Round the wicket comes the ball, the batsman blocked it to mid on, and there is no run. Four without loss. This is the first over. If I have four man behind men behind the bat, and if you want to call the backward point a fifth one, then fine. But those persons catch it. Three slips and a gully or four slips. Four men behind the bat. It's a brand new ball. I have a bowler, Kemar Roach. The last delivery of the over was blocked, by the way. It says four without loss at the end of the over. I have one of the best exponent in the world on Caribbean pitches of taking the ball away from the left hander. From round the wicket, Kemar Roach handed the ball into the left hander and pitching its seam away from the left hander. He's one of the best exponent in the world of it. It's the first over of the match. Why on earth would I ever feel that at cover? I want the three slips in the gully, or if you choose four slips, and I want that gap to be left gaping for the batsman to try and drive through there, and I'm nicking him off. That would be my strategy. Leave the gap for the batsman to see it, and one of the finest exponent of seaming the ball away from the left-hander, I'm going to say, pitch up, let him drive and nick him off. That would be my strategy. I would not have the fielder at cover. Do you agree with me, gentlemen and ladies? So thank everyone for joining us. Seals first delivery was down the leg side, goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. Four without loss. Remind you that West Indies made 344 all out with Justin Greaves top scoring with 73. Over the wicket, the big fast bowler bowls to Iman Ulak, who played it to mid wicket, and there was no run. So I want to see the field here for Seals. I have not yet seen the field for Seals. So I would have a 6-3 field. I would definitely have the fine like the mid wicket and the mid and the mid on. You know, I am is the man at cover I'm moving. I'm disappointed that they moved the fourth slip and take him down to fine leg. My thing is three slips and a gully, but I'm okay with four slips and no gully. Seals is over the wicket, balls to the left-handed. Iman Ulak, who is solid in defense, played it back down the pitch to the bowler who field. There's no one. There are three slips in place for Seals. I can see those three slips. So yes, so there are three slips in place for Seals. Okay, so the pitch was well swept off and it looks good. It's good to see that they sweep the pitch so often. A lot of times I'm watching regional matches and the pitch are not swept properly. So it's good to see that that pitch now was swept properly. A lot of time you're watching regional matches. They just come out and they just do something and there's a lot still on the pitch. But you can see that pitch, they really sweep it off properly. And it looks good. And it has been rolled, so some of the dents are just flattened out for the time being. But no, those will soon arrive. But that's normal par for the course. Four without loss. Seals in his first over. He's bowling right arm over the wicket to Imam, who is led to score. Three sips and a gully goes down, and that one steered away down to third man for four. Outside portion of the bat between foot slip and backward point is my first called in. Things are genuine edge. I think the batsman was looking to play on the inside and it got the outer portion of the bat. That's a took at the replay. When he was trying to defend, it wasn't. He present the full face of the bat to the ball, and because of that, it got a ticking of outside portion of the bat, which allows it to run down to third and for four. And that is what I keep on telling you. Present the full face of the bat to the bowler. Present the full face of the bat to the ball, and then it will always be better than when you try to turn it into the onside. That's always going to work out better for you. As this next delivery is played away for another run by Iman, he moves up to five. So Seals there just probably just a little bit too straight on this side as he works it into the onside for a singer. He's on five. Azan comes into strike. So Imam is on five. Azan is on four. Azan is a popular name in Jamaica. So he's taking his guard. Yeah, very popular name in Jamaica, Azan. So I want to thank everyone for being here and thank you all for joining us after lunch. I hope you had a wonderful lunch. Well, I did complete eating my ackee and saltfish and boiled banana, Irish potato and yellow yam and dasheen. So I'm well full here now. Over the wicket, bowls, down the leg side, turn away, down to fine leg. It's running very close to the boundary. Field that comes around, that's Kemar Roach, sends the return in full to the keeper. We'll watch the signal, leg by signal by the umpire. Pakistan replying to 344 made by West Indies are 10 without loss after 2 overs. Yes, guys, I really do hope that you all enjoy your lunch. And El, Athena is saying our spiritual leader is missing in action. Athena, I don't know what to say. It's a very controversial one, Athena. Very, very controversial one because the spiritual leader, well, I'm saying it because she said it, but I know it's very controversial. The spiritual leader said that she's finished with West Indies cricket as long as Blunder Factory is the coach. Not me say so. It's the spiritual leader. Um, well, I could not have said that because Blunder Factory is still the head coach and I'm here doing a watch along. So clearly that could not have come from me. But the spiritual leader says she's finished with West Indies cricket as long as Blunder Factory is the coach. So Azan is on strike. He's facing up to Roach. Yeah, Azan, a very popular name in Jamaica. Yes, man. Some rich people in Jamaica named Azan. I think we have a member of parliament named Azan, don't? I think so. Bowls, and that's when he steered away down towards third man again. Warrington from backward point giving chase, but he can give it up. It's into the boundary now for four. Yeah, into the boundary for four. So 14 for Pakistan. 14 without loss. Pakistan in their start. That one was more controlled. I think he was just guiding it into that era. I don't know if he would have picked the gap. It just happened that it went into the gap and it went away down to third man for four. But we have seen a lot of runs against West Indies being scored at third man since during this home series. So is it a case that you think that we should have a third man at the get go, or have these feelers close in? Round the wicket, Kemar Roach off the back foot, he punches it forward of point for four. So that was off the back foot, and Azan just punched it forward of point for four, and the score goes up to 18 without loss. 2 point. Punch it off the back foot. Let's watch. She comes off the back foot. That's, yeah, that was through point for four in front of square. Well, it went backward, but the feeler was at gully. It went to backward point. It went backward. I was just want to see the replay, but it went through backward point. So the first one went to the right of Warwican, and then the second one went to the left of Warwican. He must be very boss right now. Round the wicket, balls pitched up, driven to the man at cover. Oh, through him, misfield, and it goes down to the boundary for four more. Bad bit of fielding there by, was that Roston chase at cover? I would love to see it because that ball was pitched up and it was driven to the field at cover. The chase, afraid to really put his finger into it. Let's see who it was. It's look like Chase. I'm not seeing enough, but is that number 10 on the back there? That one's driven right through, and I can understand. He probably just was tentative to put the right hand down. So three consecutive fours. Roach bowls, the batsman just ride it and played it out into the offside backward point field. And no, one delivered to come in the over. 22. So after a triple boundary, then there's a dot followed by a dot ball. Right? So just showing some dismissals from the Pakistan previous innings. Yes, so here is Roach. He's going to move in now to bowl to Azan. He's round the wicket, bowls to Azan. Azan allows it to go through outside the house from end of the over. 22 without loss after 3 overs. Yeah, so the Azans are some rich people in Jamaica. I was making a point. What was it? It slips me, but I can tell you that after 3 overs, Pakistan are 22 without loss, replying to West Indies 344, 344 all out. Um, I don't know which field that it was, but I have a feeling it was Chase. I didn't quite see the number on the back. Yes, yes, Athena, the spiritual leader, she said she has nothing to do with West Indies cricket as long as Blunder Factory is the head coach. But that's her perspective. I have to appreciate everyone's opinion. Over the wicket, Seals bowls to Iban, who covers up and played it back down to the ball on the side of the pitch. So the right hander is bowling over the wicket to the left hander. That's Jaden Seals, and the batsman is Imam Ul Ak, the Pakistani opener. Oh yes, so they show that Warwick can chase in the ball. So what I was about to say that it came back to me. It was about Warwick and running at Savannah Park. So during the Bangladesh Test match in 2024, was it? That one comes back in and it goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. I think it was in 2024, the Bangladesh Test match. After the match, I saw Warwick running. I decided to take the Mickey out of him, just you know, because as I said, you have to have fun. You have to have fun. So I saw him running, so I said to him, "You're not from Jamaica, right?" I know that he's not from Jamaica, but I'm picking fun with him. Over the wicket comes Seals. 4 slips go down, leaves alone through to the keeper. There's no run. So I said, "You're not from Jamaica, right?" He said, "Yes, I'm not from Jamaica." I said, "Why you ask?" Because I said, "I still you were running. I know that from the way you were running because I'm a primary school girl in Jamaica can run faster than you." I was just troubling him. I'd well, probably. What's the primary school record in Jamaica? I don't know. But I was just picking the Mickey out of him, but he didn't take it. He didn't reply. You could see that he never saw the humor in it. And that's okay. That's okay. As he is pitched up and it's driven to mid on by Imam, and there is no run. He never saw the humor in it. And that's okay. That's more than okay. You know. So Pakistan 22 without loss. I was just teasing him, man. No hard feelings. You know. Today's a big day for him, though, definitely. And this pitch like looks like it's playing over the wicket, balls clipped away through square leg work for who's that running after that? This person is really struggling. Who is that? That's Django. But I never knew that Django have a belly. I thought Django, that's not Django. I'm not really seeing the players. Usually I would see them, but I don't know. I'm not seeing who was that running off that ball just now. I'm thinking that it's probably Django. So Seal just guilty of being a little bit too straight, and Imam tipping it off his hip through mid wicket, and they got through. So 24 without loss, Pakistan. Imam faces up the Seals as the 4 slips goes down, and the batsman covers up and played it to mid wicket. And again, producer anger me bad enough because if I'd seen who that ball gone to just now, I'd have known that it's a feel at midway. Come on, General. Yeah, you anger me too bad, man. Let me see the things, man. Let me see the thing. You're treating me better, Why you why you start angering me so poorly, You're really treating me better. Athena, is that's the Garissa Savannah we are looking at? Because I'm trying to remember and I should have done the research but I forget. I That valley there that we are looking at, that valley, was it that what they call the Garissa Savannah? You know, is it the Garissa Savannah in Barbados? So Warrican is into the attack right away. I told you it's his day. It is day. So Chase said, "Why it took a 3-4 in a boss. Put out of the attack." What Kavi match can do today for the West Indies? It's going to be very interesting to see what Kavi match can do. You know, Kavi match will be key. Well, Warrican will be the key, but I'm sure that if this pitch that rip and turn, then Kavi match will get a goal. So let's see what a veteran left arm orthodox spinner was an adopted son of another Caribbean country from the one that he was born in. It's very interesting. Today is a big day for him, no doubt about that. Um, no doubt about it. Looking forward to see what he can do. Here is Warkan. First delivery, the left arm orthodox spinner over the wicket to the left-handers. There's a slip, a leg slip, and a man at forward short leg similar to the field, and he just played it to the man on the bounce at forward short leg. Warwick on the left arm orthodox spinner. The West Indies vice captain round the wicket, over the wicket, balls to the left and that a little bit too straight, and it's worked away down to the field and a mid wicket boundary. That stage Narayan Chandapal, and he lobbed the return to Brandon King, who underarm it to Warwican, and Imam just patting down the pitch. Come on, get on with the game, boy. Get on with the game. Get on with the game. Don't hold up the thing. Oh, it's the first time is he batting from this end. Why he's taking his guard? He's taking so long. Send him umpire. Send him man. He's holding up the game. So this is much better. So there's a slip and there's a cover. There's a mid off. There's a mid on, which is deep. You could say just about at the 30-yard circle. Then there's a mid wicket. Then there's a backward square leg as Imam walks down the pitch and clip this to mid wicket for a single, one more to the total, taking it up to 26 without loss. He just came down the pitch and clipped that to the fielder, adding on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Pakistan responding well here. Well, you could say they have a start. Warrican to Azan, who looked to turn that into the onside, but it came off the outer portion of the bat and goes down the offside back to the bowler, and there was no run. It didn't hit it still hit enough of the outside portion of the bat to go along the ground. So although he was turning it into the inside, it hit the outer portion of the bat, not a lot, not like say it hit the outer edge, it's the outer portion of the bat, and it goes back down the pitch. Warrican to Azan, he bowls down the leg side, and it skipped across and field. End of the over. 26 without loss. What are your thoughts on that over? Did you see anything in that over to encourage you? What Warrican will be trying to out them with a variation in pace more than turn. And I'm looking at this, you see, and it's a home test match, and you'd have you're in Trinidad, so you'd have the match ends Monday. The first test match ends Monday. Clipped away by off the hip, goes down to fine legs as Seals continue over the wicket and just clipped away, and it goes down to fine leg. Roach only bowling 2 overs. Is it tactical, or is that my worst fear come true? Or is it that Roston Chase is ruthless? And after those 3 boundaries in Sabas, I'm not in that, You cannot give up 3 boundaries in 1 over. Give me this. Is that what happened? Or is it my worst fear? Or it's just pure tactical and we'll probably see Roach from this end. But will you see him before Shamar? It's very interesting. Or is just to say, Warrican, give me 2 overs, let me see what can be done. So probably you're just gonna see 2 or 3 overs from Warrican, and depends on how he goes in those 2 or 3 overs. then you'll see um, Shamar comes into the attack or Roach comes back. So I really think it's a look and see what Warwick can offer because he's important in this match. And it wasn't a particularly impressive first over. I think he was a little bit too straight, but we will see. You want to give him at least 3 overs before you make a decision on that. Seals over the wicket to the left and that Azan plays it out into the covers. And there was no run. Yeah. So yeah, the pace bowler is bowling, so I'll have time to talk between deliveries. The match should have finished on Monday, or was it Tuesday? Whenever it finished. And furthermore, although the match is being played at Taruba, the team is staying at a hotel in Port of Spain. There's no doubt about that. Staying at a hotel in Port of Spain. Over the wicket comes Seals, bowls to Azan, who played it back down the outside of the pitch to the bowler who field, 131.4. So they would have seen what the pitch is at Queen's Park Oval. Um, I don't know. Why didn't we play another spinner? Why didn't we play Bishop? You know, I play Bishop and Warren, play both of them, unless Chase can bowl. But it doesn't give the impression that Chase can bowl because he misfield the ball at cover, which I clearly think that the reason why he misfield it is that he didn't just want to put on his hand. Sees interesting field placing bowls and that clipped away to mid on past. There's a fielder at short mid on. He's right beside the pitch, probably. If you're looking at the bowling crease, is about 2 length of the bowling crease forward, and is standing on the pitch next to the pitch that the match is playing on. So if you're not watching, I hope that you get the impression. So the crease, if you triple the crease 1, 2 more time, is about there, so in front of the bowling crease, and is on the pitch. So you call that a short mid on or so on. Outside the half stump, the batsman steered it through the gap between backward point and cover. Shamar Joseph is giving chase. He caught up to it within about 7 yards from the boundary, sends the return in full to the keeper. They get two more, 10 off 3 overs by Seals, 29 without loss. Pakistan. And you're playing one spinner. You won the toss and you bat. You're playing one spinner. I don't understand because if you have 3 seamers and you win the toss, why don't you bowl? So it's like you're saying it's over to you in a Warrican. I know you probably don't want to bat in the fourth inning, so that's why you drop one of the seamer. That's why you drop one of the seamer, play Bishop. So and you'd be in a better position, because this one is turned away through mid wicket. Warrican is just a little too straight. He needs to start that ball on fourth stump. Cannot continue to start that ball on the stump. Come on. Come on, Warwickon. And I hope that's what Shea Hope. Yeah, that's exactly what Shea Hope tell him. You see when Shea Hope carry out the right hand? Yeah. Thank you, Shea Hope. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, Shea Hope. Well done. Well done. Good to see that from Shea Hope. Very good. He's telling him that, listen to me. You have to start outside the half stump. You have to start outside the half stump. You cannot start on the stump. You need to start somewhere about fifth stump, fourth stump, 4.5, fifth stump, you know. So you cannot, you need to start somewhere there. So well done, Shea Hope. Let's see if he had, well, better. You see it right away. Well done, Shea Hope. Very good. And you have to respect that from Shea Hope. Well done, Shea Hope. For saying that you have to start outside there. Although that ball it just looked like nothing is on it. Again, he went back straight. So nothing wrong with varying your length. If he's doing it consciously, varying the length. The previous one was fourth foot and half stump. This one was odd half stump. Let's see what happened now. Again, he's straight and he's worked to that field at forward short leg. So I don't know. Uh, to be honest, the ball that he floated up outside the half stump, nothing was on it. And I wonder if he doesn't want to bowl that. Let's look. He looks more threatening when he's attacking the stump as this one played to mid on. So, so maybe that's his modus operandi. Again, he's very straight onto the stump. The batsman work it into the onside. End of his second over. I'll give him one more over, and then if he doesn't look penetrative, because right now he's not looking that penetrative at all. He's looking ordinary right now. He's not looking penetrative. So we will see what happens. I'm giving him one more, and he has to show some penetration. If he doesn't show any penetration, then I'll go and back to my fast bowlers. He has to show some penetration. This is a big day for Warrington, man. He has to come to the party, no doubt about it. He has to come to the party. Big day for him. So 7 overs have been bowled. Shamar Joseph is it now from the replacing Seals. Some pace off the back foot punches away. Warwick will have to give chase. He's not going to like this though. It's 4 runs, 30 without loss. So just punching that through the offside, going down to the boundary for 135. Is this pitch better to bat on than we are making it out to be? I don't know because I have not seen anything untowards. And punching those ball off the back foot means the batsman have confidence in the pitch. This is going to be big for Warwick, you know. Can the fast bowler come to his rescue? But this is going to be big for him. It looks to me right now that this is going to be big for him. Joseph chose to go around the wicket, 2 slips and a gully, beaten outside the half stump. That one took off. I'd love to see, yeah, 140 click. 140 click, boss. 140 click. It did took off. It will took off and beaten outside edge. He played at it, should not have been playing at it. I would be livid if it's a West Indies batsman playing at that ball. You could comfortably leave that on length. You know, if you trust the bunks, you can leave that on length. So we're gonna watch now as Joseph moves in round the wicket to bowl to the left-handed Iman. Popped in the air, caught at backward point. Joseph got the breakthrough. Warrington taking the catch. That one popped off the pitch. The batsman was unable to keep it down. Shamar Joseph once again getting the breakthrough. Replacing Seals and West Indies have struck. Imam gone for 14 from 17 deliveries. Caught by Warrington off the bowling of Shamar Joseph for 14 was back of a length. It kicked on him. He was unable to hold it down. Warrington taking the catch at backward point, coming forward. The field that gully was closing in on him, but he kept his eye on it, took the catch. Shamar Joseph got the breakthrough. Pakistan have lost their first wicket. So West Indies have struck, and that's it for Imam. He's having a terrible series, you know. He only has one more innings to put this right. He could be looking to get dropped, you know. Yeah, we could drop it. They could drop him. Shamar Joseph have struck. Good wicket for Shamar Joseph. West Indies picking up another wicket. Good wicket. Happy to see Shamar Joseph getting the breakthrough once again. So the breakthrough for Shamar Joseph. Let's show you the West Indies playing 11. Yeah, I say, yeah. Why Abdullah? Is it? This is his Abdullah back in the team. And that was a good delivery. It was right into the body and it popped. And Greaves coming in at backward point. That's a good straight delivery. If you're going to critical and you could say, well, he needed was to drop the wrist and allows it to go through. You remember that ball that Cage Ryan Paul leaves alone? It was a similar delivery like that. Similar delivery like that. He needed was to drop the wrist and push back and. But he was not unable to do that. And that's why when I saw Tage Narayan Chandapal did it yesterday, I was to praise the skill because it was really very, very good skill. Look at that. Wow. Unable to keep it down. Warrican coming in from backward point took a comfortable catch. And so West Indies picking up their first wicket. Joseph to Abdullah, who covers up, plays this away down to back with a square leg. Kemar Roach on the boundary. He will have to come to his left. And by the time he picks up the ball, the batsmen are back for two. So Abdullah is off the mark. So Shamar Joseph have taken 100 first class wicket. So Alzari Joseph, so that was his 100th first class wicket at an average of 24. So his first class average is higher than his test average. And it's, well, yes, so let's watch him now as he comes in now over the wicket, bowls to Abdullah, who blocks it to Midan, and there's no run. The score remains at 36 for 1. It's just another way of saying he defended. Saying that he blocks it is just another way to say that he defended. And so the score. So that's the West Indies playing 11th, and I've been bowled out for 344. So West Indies getting bowled out for 344 in their first innings. I really think that's a competitive total. In fact, I think it's a very competitive total. So we'll see what will happen in this American because he has to deliver. He took the catch, but what we want him to do is to create opportunities. And I think getting that left-hander is very, very important for Warrican because he'll now get a chance to bowl to the right hander and we'll see what he can do. So he will more now. So when he pitch on mid on off, or even mid on leg, and turn it across the right hander, it will be much better. But once again, he's straight and his work down to that man at deep mid on is what you would often hear persons say as no man's land. He's not saving the singer and he's not saving the boundary. He's right about 5 yards beyond where the 30-meter circle would have been. So right in that no man's land. So, you know, I think why they put fielders there is for it to just make it that look more difficult for the batsman to clear the fielder. While if he was at orthodox mid on or orthodox mid off, it's easier for you to clear him. But when you put him in that position, I think it's a wicket taking position, could be. Work on round the wicket to the right and out drives, well stopped. That Brandon King at cover. Pitched up and Abdullah was into the drive and he drove it sweetly to Brandon King at cover. Because of that, after this over, probably need to just get Warrican to Abdullah who's on the back foot and he blocks it. I would pull Warrican out of the attack. I going back to Roach. I think that Roach is more penetrative than Warrican right now. Warrican is not showing me anything right now. Cut away, can't beat backward point, no runs. Yeah, he's not showing me anything for me to persist with him in the attack at this time. Definitely not. Just watch this final delivery from Warrican bowls off the back foot. The batsman stroke it to that field at the edge of the imaginary 30-yard circle, and there's no run. So for me, Warrington is not showing me anything that I would be that would want me to persist with him at this time. He doesn't look penetrative, so I would go back to Kemar Roach. Yeah, the 3 over trials is over. I can understand the captain saying, "Here's the ball. Let me see what you can do. Give me a few overs." Um, for me, it didn't work out. So I am going back to I, yeah, I'm going back to the scene. I'm just trying to get something to maybe get some alcohol or something just to, because I had so much food during the lunch break. It looked like niggeritis setting in. So probably need a shot of something just to get me going. I would go back to the Seamers. Um, Tell me, talk to me. You are watching the cricket. Let me know. As I said, you're encouraged to join the Cricket Forum Members Club and on Patreon, and then so we can interact in the live chat and join the live chat. The link is in the video description as this is steered away past Warrington at backward point down to the boundary for 4. So 4 more to Azan. He moves up now to 24, and Pakistan is on 41 for 1. So talking about the members club, he can't feel that sloppy from Warrington. Why is he at backward point? Is it just a matter that that's the only person who can be there? So what I would want to see is Kemar Roach coming back into the attack. I think Warrington have had his 3 overs and he doesn't look penetrative. Round the wicket, Shamar off the back foot, he flashes, it goes through to the keeper. He looks to force it through the offside. It goes through to the keeper, and there was no run. Hope that works. Um, do you agree with me? I'm saying that become a member of the Cricket Forum Club on Patreon and join the discussion live. You know, and the link is in the video description. But not only that, as I was saying earlier, there are some under 15 cricket competition coming up. It has really started. We have not streamed any matches yet because we cannot cover our overhead as this is clipped to mid on to Chase, who had to move to his left. And by moving to his left, he allowed the batsman to go through for a single. And so 1 more to the total. That's a cracking bumper from Shamar Joseph. Shamar Joseph generally don't bowl bumper. Shamar Joseph changes hairstyle. It appears so. It appears that he changes hairstyle. He comes in now over the wicket. He bowls to Ima down the leg side, clipped away down to Roach and the fine leg boundary. You should be bowling. Maybe that's why the ball comes to you so you can, you know, stretch out and just warm up. You should be bowling. Yeah, so we want to cover these under 15 matches. 3 rounds have gone already. After the 4th round, they will now have the what you would call the consolidated rounds. I will explain to you how it works, and I want to start streaming the consolidated round, then stream the final. I can probably even stream the final match of the 4th round, which will be tomorrow. We could probably stream that, but we need your support to do so. This is steered into the covers, and there is no run. End of the over. 1 for 12 from 2 Joseph, Pakistan. 43 for 1 after 10. 43 for 1 after 10. Azan and 25. Abdullah on 3. Yeah, so the links are in the video description, or you can support it. There's a NCB account in there. You can support it through PayPal. You can support it through Patreon, our club, our membership on Patreon. So there are links in there. You can support it through my coffee. There are many ways in which you can support our streaming, live streaming. So we could probably go and stream one of the match tomorrow. And after tomorrow now, there will be the consolidated rounds. So the consolidated rounds is because it's an all island cricket competition. Uh, so let's watch now as Abdullah is going to face up to Warkan. So the persistent with Warkan probably is going to get a wicket. Oh, that one was, oh, it was far from him. I was thinking that originally, I was thinking that it was close to the man at forward short leg, but no, it was close. It was far from him as it goes down to the boundary for four. So he was round the wicket. It's outside, that's outside the leg stump on the right hand. Abdullah just clipping it away down to a fine leg for four. Shamar Joseph gave chase, but he wasn't going to reach it. I'm telling you the truth right now, Warwickon is not impressive. Not impressive. It's his fourth over, probably too. Some person would say too early, but you have not shown me anything to earn a fifth and a sixth and a seventh overs. Is it that nothing is guaranteed? So you need to earn it. You need to show something for us to say, well, yes, give him a longer spell. Anyone who is watching this, has he shown you anything yet to say, give him a longer spell as a batsman used his feet and drove this to Chandapal who misfield, allow them to go through for a single? He was pitching in line with the stump, too straight to the left-handers. And there was I saying, right, the right-hander now comes into the crease, and if he's bowling that same line to the right-hander, then he would cause him some trouble. But what he did, he bowled outside the right-hander leg stump. The man clipped him down so for four. 48 for one. Abdullah is on 8. Azan is on 25. He has not shown me anything. He might just go on out to take a wicket and say, shut up, boy, Brown. That's better. That's where you want to bowl to the left-hander. That's where you want to bowl to the left-hander. Fifth stump, the ball turning into him and bowl it from there. And that one was much slower. Good. 74K. That was much slower. That's a good pace. Just over pitching this time and just clipped away down to long on. I can't give him another over. Not right now. I have to go back to Roach. I have to go back to Roach or go back to Seals from that end. I cannot give him another over from that end. There's no way. It's hard to give him another over, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Hard, bad. Hard, 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 hard. It's hard. Eh? Boy. It's I was making a point that for him to get a fifth and a sixth and a seventh over, he needs to earn it. I've not that he have to get a wicket, but he has he done anything in these 4 overs that he have bowled to give you the impression that he's going to get a wicket? And that's what I'm saying. He has not earned the other over. He has not earned another over because he lacks penetration. Alza Shamar Joseph is in bowls to Azan two straight, clipped away down to fine like before. Just two straight there, and the batsman just clipping it away down to fine like before. 53 for one. And although he's contributing to the over rate because this is a 12th over, um, and with 48, 12 for is 48. Although the 12th over is not yet finished, the innings is just 48 minutes. So At least we're bowling the 12th over in the 48th minute. So he's contributing to that. But what we want him to do is to be penetrative. And you have to bowl Kemar Roach. Round the wicket, bowls, driven, peel off the outside edge, down to the boundary for four, third man. He was onto the front foot, he was driving, peel off the outside edge, it goes down to the boundary for four. He's on 34. That's Azan. Pakistan moves up to 57 for one. If you are going to bowl Kemar Roach for only 2 overs, why did you play him? You understand the point? You may as well have played Bishop instead of Roach if you're only going to bowl him with 2 overs with the new ball. Roach is at his lethal best when the ball is new. So why are you giving him 2 overs with the new ball and you don't play Joshua Bishop? Don't understand. This one is steered away to Warwick on at backward point and there's no run. Didn't pick it up cleanly, but he stopped it from passing him. So Pakistan rollicking along here, really rollicking along. So we gonna. But Joseph get it up to 148.5. Okay, cool. That's good. Steals it 139.7, almost 140 at Brian Lara. Yo, wow. I know that Joseph Bull close to 150 at Brian Lara. Didn't realize. Tell Douglas never tell me. Round the wicket comes Shamar. Two slips and a gully. Comes in bowls down the leg side. The batsman show Amir Jangu how he should play those balls. They're showing there were batsmen are running from him at Brian Lara. Well, it's a tail ender, isn't it? So Azan is on 34. Shamar Joseph 1 for 20 from his 2.4 overs. I would really like, members of the community to be tuning in and telling me what they think about the decision to have Warrican on. Is round the wicket. Shamar Joseph comes and goes to the left and that would drives magnificently through the covers down to the boundary for four. That's the third boundary out of this over. He leant into that. He just came onto the front foot, almost run kind of like, with the, the, the back foot almost touching the pitch as he came forward and he drove that. It touches it. Oh, right into the gap between backward point and cover. Oh, lovely shot there as Shamar overpitch and he drove it sweetly away. And he is remonstrating with himself, said, back a fallen, not too full, not too full. Yes, he does has a new hairstyle. He have the side of the hair of he has trimmed them lower, clipped away. This time he overcompensated and was clipped away down to square leg before. Overcompensated with his line, 4 fours out of the over, 16 out of that over, 65 for one. Oh wow. Have to have to bring back Roach now. Is this pitch better to bat on than we thought? I don't know. 65 for one, but they're after a rollicking start here. Rollicking start. It's left to see what Jamel Warrican is going to do in this over. You really need. There's a slip on a forward short leg. He just overcompensated, because of that sweet cover drive. Warrican swept away, down towards backward square leg four. You could hear the sweet sound of the bat as it swept away down toward backward square leg for four. Sweet sound of the bat. was in the air. There's no feel out there. No, empty acres. Didn't try to hit it down, hit it up. And there are some Pakistani fans in the stands celebrating that shot, cheering on. Nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna watch this over from Warwickon. So there's a slip and a forward short leg, and that man a short extra cover. And then there's a mid on. He's round the wicket bowls, and Abdullah just blocks it back to the bowler down the outside of the pitch. Just defend it back down to the bowler on the outside of the pitch, and there was no run. We're gonna watch Jamel Warwickon. He's under a lot of pressure. He's round the wicket, bowls to Abdullah, who defends down the inside of the pitch this time. The bowler walks across and picked up, and there was no run again. The score is 69 for 1. Pakistan replying to 344. So they trailed by less than 300 now, which is a good sign for them. Outside the half stump, the batsman pushed the left pad, allows it to go through. There was no turn. And he was probably checking to see if there was any turn. Mhm. Nice. That one grips and turns. So that one turned. So very good. Very good. But that's what we want to see, Warwickon. We want to see the ball turning. Let's see if it turned from off the pitch. Yes, it turned from off the pitch, and there's a little pop. Was that? Yes, it turned from off the good part of the pitch. Edge. Oh, love to see the replay of that again. Has that one traveled in the air? So this is the best over that you have bowled. So that is what I'm talking about. Now, those two last deliveries in particular, the first four was nothing to write home about. But those two last deliveries earn him another over. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to get a wicket, but then pose a threat. Let us see that you pose a threat, and it will earn you another over, you know? So, wow, 13 overs have been bowled thus far in the hour. This is good. If West Indies now can get, no, they will only get in one more. They won't, so at least getting in 14 overs in the hour. But you should get in 15 with the spinners bowling, eh? You should have gotten in 15. So Roston Chase is going to bowl. So this is good. This is very good. Happy. I'm very happy that he's bowling. So there's no excuse then for him misfielding the ball in the covers. First delivers a full toss and hit away down to cover. Is there a fielder there? Yes, there's a fielder on the boundary. So they get a run. So 70 for 1. They're going at a good clip here now. Really going at a good clip. Really going at a good clip. So I coming to you. So Rust and Chase, they're coming to you, Banana Brooks. I saw some comments come up for you. Just let me come to you. This there'll be a drinks break after this over. Chase bowls to Abdullah. You look to turn that into the inside, get the outer portion of the bat at the outside edge. It travels along the ground back to the West Indies captain, who's is worried by that finger, but it's good to see him bowling. Does he have something over it? Would they allow him to bowl with something over it? He comes and bowls. Um, Almost like the pace of that ball, 90.2 kilometers is almost white ball pace. You need to slow it down somewhere between 79 and 84. That 79 and 84 kilometers per hour. And when you get it there, you are in business. That's one is 88, and it's just easily clipped away down to long on for a single. You really need to get it up to about you to get it down to about 79, between 79 and 84. That I think that's where the ideal pace is 82 for me, but 79, anywhere between 79 and 84, you can work with that. But the ideal pace for me is 82, just about 82 82, 81.5, 82. That's where the ideal pace for the spin. Around the wicket come the West Indies captain and Azan blocks it. So maybe one more over, so that means they would have got the 15 in the hour. Let's see if there's drinks break or they get in the 15. They get in the 15. Congratulations, boys, gentlemen. Well done, youngsters, getting in the 15 overs in the hour. Because it's not yet 12:40. So that means the other over has to bowl and they would have gotten in the 15. Well done. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is where we saw the clouds started yesterday before the rain came. So Banana Brooks, during the drinks break, I'll definitely come to your comments. This because and I was saying that Athena, I asked Athena two things and he has yet to answer. So probably he's on an extended lunch break. Is where we are seeing there that the valley there, is it that they call the Garrison Savannah? And who is Raleigh Rodriguez? Outside the half stump, driven on the bounce to the man at short extra cover, and there was no run. There are two fielders close to the bat. There's a slip and there's a forward short leg, and then there's that man at short extra cover. Round the wicket comes Warwick and bowls to Abdullah, and it comes off the inside edge onto the pad, and it goes out into mid wicket. It was in the air, but it was far to the left of the man at forward short leg. Inside edge onto the pad, lucky boy. What a lucky boy. And now, yes. So Warwick is now looking penetrative. This is good. Warwick comes and bowls down the pitch and hit him out of the ground for six. So down the pitch and hit him out of the ground for six. Wow. Well, well bowled, Warwick. Well bowled, Well bowled. This is your day, Warwick. This is your day. This match is your match. So Warrican to Abdullah is just allows it to just go through outside the half stump, and there is no run. This is your match. This is your match, Warrican. That shot was out of frustration, and because Warrican begins to threaten, comes in balls to Abdullah, who blocks it down the half side of the pitch, and him start ball faster. Why? So that should be the drinks break. So I will take the comment. How was play since resumption? They're not taking the drinks break. Thought it was a drinks break. So it must be the drinks break because how I play, there's nothing. So, Banana Brooks, you were saying that you think that Peterson was a switch hit. Oh, it was a switch hit, not the reverse sweep. Okay, thank you, thank you. And so the difference between the switch hit and the reverse sweep is that when you're doing the switch hit, the batsman hand come off the bat, so it actually switches grip. The reverse sweep is that your hand does not comes off the bat. So Banana Brooks is saying that yes, Peterson one was a switch hit, wasn't the reverse sweep. So Athena was saying that Mushtaq Mohammed, who was the first one to play the reverse sweep back in 1964, was the first player to play it. So that's why I love it. Yeah, I really appreciate you, Banana Brooks. Have you seen that comment from someone who was just joined the club but can't comment live? Oh, Banana Brooks, could you give him the instruction for me, please? Where he just need to look at another video. So, yes, so go to a old video that we have done, not really an old one, even one that we have done yesterday. Make a comment in that video, and then we will be able to put you on, right? So, no, thank you, Banana Brooks, for bringing it to my attention. I do not have Patreon up right now, but I'll work on it and make sure that you'll be able to do so tomorrow. So my apology for the time being, but please, I'm asking you, not in the live chat, in the comment section of, of a video that we already done. Just so answer him from a Banana Brooks and just tell him the steps that you did, and so we can go through. Yeah, thanks. If they are going to preserve with Warwican and he bowls fourth fish stump line, is it worth putting a silly mid off in? Yes, true. Good point. Good observation. Yeah, could have ages. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I will definitely work on it, and I want to thank that new club member. We appreciate it much. So let me try. So that's I'm trying to get through with that because every new club member must be is somebody out here? You see, so it wasn't the drinks break. 88, 81 for one. So the bolt at 16th over. I really think that after hour would have been the drinks break. So it's a drinks break now. So I am working on getting that person live. So they're gonna continue. So they never took a drinks break. Warwican is continuing 81 for one. But please, if I look a look, if I'm a little distracted, please understand. As Banana Brooks told me that there's someone who has just joined the club, and when someone and we have to look after our club members. They are the one that keep this channel going. They are the one that support us streaming our live cricket. So I have to look after them. So just please forgive me if I'm seeing a little distracted as that one was hit away for another six. So that one was hit away for another six. That, no, I'm not seeing the comment. I'm seeing a number of persons joining as free members, Banana Brooks, but I'm not seeing anybody joining as paid up member. Um, so I'm just checking it out, that Banana Brooks, because let me go to, yeah, I'm trying my best to solve this, because the last thing you want is for a member to, I'm not seeing, I'm not seeing anyone joining as a, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm not seeing, and I'm not seeing that Banana Brooks, but I will, what I will do, Banana Brooks, I will, Warwican goes to the left, and then he was coming down the pitch, and that ball came off the quarter portion of the bat. Um, it's now the drinks break, so it's the drinks break. Wow, and they were West Indies was managed to bowl 17 overs in the hour. Wow, so drinks break. Yeah, you gave him the instruction. Thanks. But Banana Brooks, what's his username, Banana Brooks? Let me see if I can. Let me just check out something. The club member needs to be able to comment. And there shouldn't be any hindrance. I have to check out. I'm not seeing any paid up member join Banana Books. I don't know if the person is a free member and joining the club as a free member. Yeah, person is. I heard you, but I don't think you need to. You don't need to check that Banana Brooks because if the person was a paid up member, I would have seen it. I'd have seen it in my notification and nothing come up. There's a number of persons that are joining free. There are probably about 20 odd persons that have joined free since morning, but none of them have joined as paid up members. So, the live chat is only for paid up members. So thank you very much, Banana Brooks. I appreciate that. So Pakistan 88 for one at the drinks break. 88 for one. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I've been going for more than 3 hours now. You would appreciate it, although it's a lunch. I did take the lunch break. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye for now.